Guess who can finally open her mouth? Hello, we move to the side. Hello, Amaranth. Hello, Bell Pepper. Hello, Slate Boy. Hello, Tom. Hello, Honda. Hello, Minato. Hello, Hakon. Hello, Bonsai. How are you doing? I can now. Hello, no, not yet. I don't know what it is about karaoke streams that end up cursed. Say I can do like an but if I yawn, then it hurts. So we're gonna try no yawning today. We're gonna try not to yawn. Maybe it's a skill issue. I mean, yes. If it has to do with singing, then yes, it is a skill issue. Let me drink real quick. What happened to hold on, let me drink. The ear infection I had before, yeah, it came back. Hi Lyra, welcome. It came back, and then I mean, we already kind of felt it coming back at the end of, was it Thursday stream or is it Wednesday stream? I think it was Wednesday stream. On Wednesday stream, like we started Mr. Okay, and then towards the end of stream, I was like, why am I slowly losing sound in my left ear as we're streaming? Like, I feel like that's not normal. And then I woke up on Thursday, and then I couldn't open my mouth, and then I woke up on Saturday, and then I couldn't open my mouth, and then I think, No, I woke up on Thursday. And my Thursday night, it got really bad. I couldn't, like, smile, and I couldn't, like, open my mouth too wide, and then on Friday, it got even worse. So I was like, and then I went to the doctor. Yeah, apparently there is a thing that, like, if your insurance lapse, you can't just, like, wait until you get it back, and then you go down to the ward office and you tell them, hey, can you give me my money back? And they will give it back to you, so it's fine. But it wasn't that expensive, so I feel like it's okay, but still. So I did that. And then, yeah, it was just really bad the whole weekend, even up to, like, yesterday. And then today I woke up and I could open my mouth. So, very huge. Props to you to go. No, see, if it's a serious, I know enough to go if it's, like, a serious thing. The problem is more so that most of my ailments are not serious, you know? Like a headache is not serious. What else do I got? My knee popping up time to time is, like, not that serious. What else do I normally get? Coughing your brains out is not serious. Not if it's, like, a cold, like a normal cold. I feel like coughing normally comes with the cold. Do they not? Doesn't, like, coughing normally come with, like, influenza or COVID? Like, isn't that pretty normal? No? Well, I guess if it gets bad enough that you're, like, coughing up blood, then yeah, I'll probably go. Yeah, how have you guys been? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to pass away. Not if it's as bad as yours. What makes you think I have, like, bad coughs? What? Has there been a time where I had, like, a really bad cough? Most of my ailments. Yeah, like, most of the things that, like... Before when? Was there a time where I had, like, a really bad cough? I don't remember that. Was there? Oh, there was a time I had heartburn, but that's a different thing. Yeah, no, it wasn't like a really bad cough. It was just more of like I had a cold. I had like a normal cold, so I was just like coughing a whole bunch. Which is like normal, but it wasn't like a, oh my goodness, that sounds horrible. Like we gotta go to the hospital. It was more of like I was just coughing a lot. And she figured that if I was coughing, like, cause you know how there's like two types of coughs? There's like a cough where like, you know when something gets stuck in your throat and you're like, and it's like a dry cough? So normally that is associated more so with like you just have a dry throat or something. And then there's like the cough that you do when you're sick. It's like a phlegmy cough, you know, like when someone coughs and you can hear the phlegm. It was very much a phlegmy cough, which is like it's the ones that's most associated with colds. So she heard me do that and she's like, "Yep, you have a cold. We're going." I don't know. I just never. Wait, do you not get what I mean? Wait, do you guys don't know what I mean by like there's two different types of coughs? Really? No? I'm pretty sure there are. No? Kinda, right? There's like a dry cough and there's like a phlegmy cough, and one of them sounds worse than the other. But yeah, it's not that bad. 75 is wild. Actually, wait, what is Slay Point on? Like 82? Oh no, you guys can't claim it until it's like 10 minutes in. I wish I could adjust it. If I'm not wrong, the stream streak counts if you do if you watch the stream for more than 10 minutes, right? I wish they could give the streamer like an option to change it, because just to bully Slaypoy, I would change it to like 2.5 hours. You wanna keep your streak? Well, you better be here the entire time. Don't think I don't know. Don't think I don't know that you come here for 10 minutes, get your streak, and leave. I don't know. I wish they'd let us do that. I think would be funny. I think it would be a good time. Maybe just for me. Imagine getting called out for leaving stream. He's already gone. I know. Didn't even stay long enough to be insulted. Hello, Hannah. Welcome. How are you doing? I've missed you. How have you been? You're right. Can you imagine I just banned Sleep Boy just for the vibes, just for the vibes? You know, we used to have this idea of the mod Olympics, right? We pitch all the mods against each other, and then no, you know what we had? I used to have this idea of a Pokemon Nuzlocke where I name all of my Pokemons over the mods. No, I name all of my Pokemons, what do you call it? By? Over? After! That's the word I'm looking for! So yeah, I had this idea for a Pokemon Nuzlocke where I name all of the Pokemon after my mods and after the viewers as well. And then I play Pokemon, which by the way, I'm horrible. I have not remembered type combinations to this day. And then if you die, you get banned. If you die, you just get banned. So yeah, we'll see how long the viewership lasts. Yes, Pokemon Wind and Waves. Just wait for it. I'll name all the Pokemon over everybody in chat, and then you get banned if you die. If you die in the game, you get banned in real life. The sweet release. Have you tried the new Pokemon game, which is battling? No! Hi, people, welcome. It's the... What's it called? It's the one that Krabs. It's the one that Krabs likes to play. What was it called? Tom, by the way, Vexpo lottery go! Woo! Try your best. It should be fine. You guys will be good. Remember to get your tickets. I think the lottery, it opened up already, right? For the Vexpo mini greets. I got the Akaskuba, so I picked you the first round. Okay. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna be excited. Make sure you practice your entrance. You guys should, okay, you know what? I don't know what anybody looks like, so you guys should give me a quiz. You guys should give me a quiz to see if I could identify you. So something like, you walk in. okay, if you walk in and you're like 10 centimeters and you'll be like, Lyra. But if someone as you walk in and then you'll say, I'm 65, and I would be like, Tom! Yeah, that'll be the vibe. I'm very welcome. How dare you not know me as a first-time chatter and a profile girl? I have actually met during a meet and greets like a couple of people that they're like, I've never talked in chat before, but I've been watching you for like 2 years, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it makes me so happy to talk to lurkers. Genuinely, I always get caught off guard whenever it happens. Oh, DJ Becca, how are you doing? I was about to say the dad obesity. Oh, are you coming alone or are you coming with your family? I've been like lurking for 5 years. That no, but I mean like a real lurker. You know, like someone who has never even talked to me and I don't even know your name, and then they show up and I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. Not for your son. It's too early to introduce them to Seion Aera. Too early, I get it. Yeah. What age? What age is appropriate to introduce? But hey, oh my goodness, Adam. Sorry, I keep He's telling me, but at the anime NYC meetup, oh my goodness, so many parents came with their kids, and some of them were doing like parent-child cosplay. It was so cute. Oh my goodness, I loved it. But there was one girlie and she came up to me and they were all so shy. And then one girlie was holding like a little, like she was eating something. And I was like, oh, what do you have there? And she looked at me and she was like, croissant. I'm like, yeah, you like croissants? And she's like, And then she like eats the whole thing right in front of me. And I'm like, yeah, it's good. And she's like, yeah. It was so good. I loved it. I've never seen so many, well, not at families, I don't know, at like a meet and greet. Normally you just get like adults who come up to the meet and greets. I've never seen like so many children just like wandering around, because we had a camera, right? So you could kind of see like the people walking around and everybody. There were so many cosplayers and there were so many families. I'd never seen that before at an event. But I guess there wouldn't be too many kids at like a mainly VTuber event, I would say. Although my girlfriend is once a matter of time. You should, yeah, wait. Wait, I feel like we've talked about this. Does he understand the concept of VTubers? You've never, no. As like when it comes to events like meet and greets, like for example, let's say Off-Kai or like Otaku-thon or Anime-thon. Like you don't see like a lot of parents going around the event with their kids. But for ANYC, there was a lot, like a lot of children had like cosplay and stuff like that, and they were going around with their parents. It's like so cute. I guess maybe it's like a very kid-friendly event. But yeah, and then there's like a couple of families who came to talk to me, and then when people saw that like the other families were coming up to talk to me, they were also like standing in line. There was like a couple of kids coming up. I was like, so cute. They were so shy though, which honestly, I understand it. Hello, Mikulaka! Thank you for the pasta chick. They were so shy. Which I understand. If I was a child, I'd probably be shy to talk to, like, I think most of them, to be fair, I think most of them, like, thought I was AI. If it's not like a VTuber convention, there's like a good amount of people who think like the meet and greets are like AI, honestly. I had a couple people ask me that. Yeah, they think it's like, cause it does exist, right? Like, AI, like, chatbots that have, like a hologram, and then you, like, talk to them and stuff. So yeah, we had, like, a couple of people ask, and I was like, no, I can see you. They were so cute. Hi, Arya, welcome. It was well, I mean, listen, I don't control the families or their children. But yeah, I think it's like, it's a difficult concept to understand, right? Like if you don't watch VTubers and you're not really like in the online space. Someone asked me what they were cosplaying. There were a lot of Nezzucles. There were a lot of Nezzucles, and then there was one girly who was doing Nezuko, and I was asking her like, oh, what's gonna be your next cosplay? Like, what do you want your next cosplay to be? And then she's like, I wanna do Hatsune Miku, and I'm like, yes, yes, amazing choice, 10 over 10. When I first heard of VTubers, I thought they were computer programs. It wasn't until I understood the whole avatar thing that I got it. Yeah, as someone who came from the Yotaite community, same. I didn't really get it either. I mostly just didn't understand the tech. Like, I didn't understand. I understood, like, 3D models, because, you know, like, Miku Miku dance models are a thing. So I understood that. But then when, like, live 2D started becoming a thing, I'm like, how do they control? Like, how do they control it? How do they talk? My mom, she still doesn't get it, by the way. When I tried to explain to her, she started spreading misinformation on Seion Aera's internet that, I was working in animation. Like, she thought that I was doing this by, like, hand drawing every single frame live as I talk. Yeah, my mom doesn't understand a lot of things. She started telling people that I was, like, an animator, and that's where I had to stop her. I was like, no! That's not what's happening, mother. No. Please. So now I just have a bunch of people who think that, one, I'm an animator, and two, I own the internet. So, yeah, kind of wild. That's adorable. I know. They were so cute. Aw, man, I really want to go to a con. Everyone looked like they were having such a good time. I don't know, I just feel like, I miss going to, like, just conventions and artist alleys and stuff like that. I did not read that right. I usually think of VTubers more as performance and, in a sense, actors. I think so, too. I think it's more so, they don't understand the tech behind it. Like, my mom understands YouTubers. Like, she watches YouTubers, right? And, that's why I try to explain to her, yeah, it's like that. Like, you make videos and you put them on the internet, right? And she's like, oh, okay. So, like, what type of videos do you make? And I'm like, well, it's not really like that. It's more so I play a game, right? And then people watch me play the game. And she's like, why? That's the part that she doesn't get. So now I just tell her I'm a YouTuber, and then she gets it. But she doesn't really understand the content still. She thinks that YouTubers just do like a whole bunch of videos, and my mom specifically, she likes to watch like it's her dream to build a dog sanctuary. She likes to watch like dog rescue videos, or like, you know, not really vet videos, but like shelter videos of like how they built a shelter, how they do the dogs, you know, stuff like that. And then she'll like just randomly message me, and then she'll be like, you should do a video on like your local dog shelter, and you should like convince your viewers to adopt dogs. And I'm like, yes, good cause, but I don't think you understand what we're doing here. Okay, Boyd, welcome. Hello, Odds, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, she understands the concept of like putting videos on the internet and stuff. Like, she understands the concept of live streaming as well. Like, I always like to explain to her, like, it's just like when your company makes you attend those like online Zoom things, right? Except this time you actually want to be there. And she understood that. She just didn't understand the content part of it. She's like, why would people show up just to watch you play a game and then talk? Like, I don't like, I don't get it. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Just, yeah, no, I'm just a YouTuber. Don't worry about it. You should make the analogy of sports. People watch sports and they don't necessarily play. That is true. Yeah, I would be like, yeah, it's just like sports. No, but see, I think sports has like this thing it's a competition, right? You're not watching them play a game. You're watching a competition. Like, to see who wins. Right? But for us, it's more so like it's casual gaming. Like you're just playing a game. It's not so much a competition. So I feel like that is still like something that she wouldn't really get. Did moms not do gossip? What do you mean? I'm doing great. I'm glad. I probably have to like have my medicine in a little bit, but it's gotten a lot better. At least I can open my mouth. I went to the doctor on was it Friday? A Friday, right? And then I couldn't open my mouth, right, because of the ear infection. And my roommate came up with the brilliant idea of like, let's go have sushi for lunch, because like we're here anyway, might as well eat before we go back. I was like, okay. And I could not fit the sushi in my mouth. So So kill my Ruby laughing at me as I try to fit the sushi in my mouth, and I can't because I have an ear infection and my jaw hurts and I can't open my mouth. So I ended up having to like deconstruct the sushi and like put in my mouth like a little bit of rice, then a little bit of rice, and then a little bit of fish, and then a little bit of rice. And it took me like 5 minutes to eat one sushi. And then my Ruby's just laughing. So weird. Remind me to roll in their bed covered in water after I bathe later. I usually generalize in the direction of like YouTubers, but use avatars instead of faces. Yeah. I think it's just that my mom is old and she doesn't understand the avatars part. Like she doesn't understand how it works. Welcome. And yes, I do live in Japan, so yeah. Yeah. And my roommate is Japanese, yes. So they had to watch me do that, and they were absolutely losing it. And then they started ordering things that were difficult to chew just to mock me. They ordered what is nankotsu in English? It's like the cartilage of the chicken. You know, it's like hard. It's like the bone, but like the soft bone, and then you can chew on it. And they ordered the deep fried cartilage, and I'm like, so you have chosen death. So yeah, it's been a meme for a while, and then they kept asking me stuff like, hey, you want to get hamburgers? So I have basically been extensively bullied. For the past 3 days. But, hi, Jibun, welcome. I live in Japan. I do. I've lived here for 4 years now. So yeah, we went to get sushi roll because it was closer to, like, the doctor. We're like, oh, okay, let's just go get sushi roll. I did not expect myself to not be able to open my mouth. But yeah, in the past few days, I've been just like either chopping my food up really, really small. Oh, I do the thing where I put it on like a spoon, you know? I put it on like a spoon and then like, and then I just swallow it. But today I can open my mouth, and today I can eat proper food. So yeah, we have that relationship, you know, like we like to prank each other. That's why every single time I come out of the shower and I'm dripping wet, I go and roll around in their bed. You know, that type of energy, yeah. You're living my dream. Have you been thinking about it, like moving to Japan? Hi, Bobby, welcome. Yeah, actually, I actually know a lot of people who moved here recently. Well, not a lot, but like a good amount of people who moved here recently. Hi, Katina, welcome. Reminds me of the time when I had my left wisdom teeth removed. Literally was super weak. I have not had my wisdom teeth removed. I just kind of assume that like if it doesn't hurt, then you're good, right? I'm assuming that's normally how wisdom teeth work. I don't know, it might be in there, but I think I'm going on vacation. Where? Like where specifically? Guess what? Please don't tell me you also have an ear infection, because that means that it's spreadable through streams. Not great. If stuff gets stuck in them, it's best to remove. Well, the stuff doesn't get stuck in them. Locking your jaw? I don't know. Like I have heard that not everybody needs to have their wisdom teeth removed. Like only a set number of it. Let me look. Do you have to have your wisdom teeth removed? Cause my mom also didn't have hers removed. She's old, so I don't know about that. Oh, it's her birthday! Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gatito. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Have a good one! Hi, Triple welcome! Let's see. Wisdom teeth removal. When is it necessary? Wisdom teeth. They may not need to be taken out if they're healthy, grown in fully, in the right place, able to be cleaned. But most wisdom teeth don't. Some dentists recommend removing wisdom teeth if they don't fully grow in. Many instances taking it out, generally from 15 to 22. You may need to take your wisdom tooth out if you have pain in your wisdom teeth, repeated infection, cyst, tumors, damage, gum disease, widespread tooth decay. Okay, so far I don't think I have any of that. Everything with your wisdom teeth can be fine until the— well, I guess it's true. I guess if it starts hurting when I'm older, then I guess I could just take it out. It seems like most people are saying, yeah, they never really started hurting until they did start hurting. Make sound. Wisdom teeth only need to be removed if needed. So if they grow quicker, they start inflammation. Yeah, I've never had pain in like, cause all of my friends who did have their wisdom teeth removed, all of their experiences were that basically one day they just like felt really bad pain. And then they just went to the dentist, and then they were like, oh, it's your wisdom teeth. Okay, it's time to get them out, kind of. But I feel like most of my friends did that in their, like, I don't know, when they were, like, 20, 21, 19-ish. I don't know if, like, I just assume that I've gone past the time that I would have to remove my wisdom teeth. Hi, so much welcome. How are you doing? Like to visit Tokyo from the Akihabara and outside the city. Ooh, so like Tokyo mainly? Or are there any other prefectures you want to go to? You do not necessarily have to have pain. Sometimes just a preventative measure to avoid them growing in a way that will alter the position of your teeth. But do they grow like through adulthood, or do they stop growing at one point? Like, is there a thing that's like, okay, once you're past 36, you are probably good. Like, you probably don't have to care that much. Is that a thing? So if they're fully grown and they're just like good, you don't have to worry about it? Cause yeah, I've never had a— oh, here's another question. Does everyone have wisdom teeth? Oh, not everybody has wisdom teeth. Oh, what? They usually erupt between the ages of 17 and 25, but not everyone has them. Oh! Huh. Maybe I just don't. I mean, that could also be a thing. Cause yeah, like I said, my mom never went through it. She never had like a wisdom teeth removal procedure. So maybe here it is: wisdom teeth and genetics. Maybe that's it. Interesting. Oh. You had to have your wisdom teeth removed 5 years ago. See, this is what I mean. Most of the people who I know removed their wisdom teeth did it in their like early 20s or like late 10s. Hi, welcome. So I just kind of like assumed that was good. Around like 2010s. Oh wait, is there anyone here who hasn't had your wisdom teeth removed? Only the top two. The bottom two were dormant and unlucky to come out. Okay, so did you remove them after you like started feeling pain and then you went to the dentist, or? I don't look at some recommended places, but I follow a lot of YouTubers that live in Japan. Like, I mean, I think if you go to only Tokyo, I feel like you can have like a very, very extensive experience. If you want to see if you want to see like more of the nature as well, then like a day trip to Hakone or like Takao-san is probably the easiest to do if you're still in Tokyo. Yeah, Hollow, you haven't removed them. Okay, so that's the vibe. So some of us just don't have to, is what I've assumed. I got knocked out and put to sleep, although, well, I mean, I don't think they remove wisdom teeth if you fully awake. I don't think that's a thing. But I think it's mostly like people always say like what? It's the recovery. Is the like recovery that's bad, right? Or something like that. Like it's only after that it hurts. You know, like you always see those type of videos of like people coming off like the anesthesia, like post anesthesia, what? Okay. You didn't get put down under? Why? Oh, are you allergic to anesthetics? That is probably also a thing. It didn't hurt too bad, really? I've always heard like horror stories about it. But see, this is why I just haven't been to the dentist since elementary school. So, when it gets me, it will get me. But until then, not today, dentist. Not today. I didn't say I didn't have to, but if it's not bothering you, then you don't have to, right? I'm gonna Google it in English. How to pronounce anesthesia. Ooh, that looks complicated. Okay, I can do this though. Hi, Lacey, welcome. How are you doing? I can do this. Anesthesia. Okay, anesthesia. Okay. Hi, Mello, welcome. How are you doing? I don't remember it hurting too bad. More than anything, I was just concerned about food getting stuck in the gaps before it healed. Ooh, is that a thing? It's not a good thing to keep wisdom teeth if they start growing out. But how do you know? Because I always assume that you would know when your wisdom teeth are growing out because of the pain. Like, that's what I've always heard. Like, everyone was like, yeah, it started hurting, so I got them removed. And I was like, oh, okay, so if it doesn't start hurting, then I'm good. Did I say it perfectly? Did I say good? Anesthesia? Is that right? Wait. Huh? Anesthesia. Okay, it's the thee. You can feel it at the back of your gums, but for me, I see my dentist twice yeah, that couldn't be me. Listen, I will see a dentist twice in my lifetime. Once when I was a child, and my second and last time will be when I have to get all of them, like, plucked out. No time between now and then. You can feel it at the back of your gums. I don't know if I can. It might be no, I'm talking about, like, anesthesia. You know, like, when you have your wisdom teeth removed? And then they, like, put you under, and then they give you... Hold on. They give you... anesthesia. Hi, Lollipop, welcome. How are you doing? It doesn't have to hurt, but if you have to gamble in terms of inflammation, infection, and I will take that gamble. Just paranoid about keeping the gaps clean. We live very different lives. Hi, Sir Funky, welcome. Anesthesia. Okay. I got it. I learned to pronounce a new word today. Abominable. Anesthesia is more or less pain treatment. Yeah, but isn't that the one that knocks you out? It doesn't knock you out? Or do you just get like... You know those videos of people like coming off the anesthesia after and then they're like... Are you my wife? Are you my girlfriend? Man, can you imagine me? Wonder how I would be under that. But yeah, I mean, listen, I've dealt with many infections. I'm dealing with one right now. I'll probably get like I'll probably have my like medication in a bit. Ear infection, by the way, for those that are wondering. Have a good night, bonsai. Infection again. Yeah, that's why I wasn't here the past couple of days. General anesthesia is the one that puts you to sleep. Ah! There's also local anesthesia, which is numbing. Ah! So there is a difference. Oh! I've only been under general anesthesia once, and that was when I was a baby, and I had an ear infection. Do you see the trend? Do we see the trend? Then I was was a baby, and then I was put under general anesthesia. I just remember being like really young when it happened. How young is okay for general anesthesia? Because I remember being like small. I remember I was under 3, so there was like a concern as to whether or not I should go under it. But in the end, they were like, yeah, it's like a surgery and we can't put her not under it because she's like 1. She's like 1 years old and we gotta. So that happened. But yeah, I like I said, I've had this chronic problem with my ear ever since I was a child. My right ear never has any issue. It's just always my left. And I don't know. I don't think the surgery is the cause. I think the surgery is more of like an effect. But yeah, I've had to go to the doctor multiple times. It's just that now that I'm in Japan, the doctors don't have like my record of the ear stuff. All the ear stuff that I do. So they don't really know what to recommend. But this doctor, she gave me like a couple of stuff to see if it'll help. Cause technically I could just like go for surgery again. But like it's not. I don't know. Surgery feels like a huge thing for something that like keeps me in pain for 3 days. So I don't know. But yeah, this is why I avoid doctors. We should have like a donathon. The donathon. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not gonna. So just a huge thing you should do. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's one of those things like I already know what's wrong with me. I already know what's wrong with me, but a lot of times to fix what's wrong with you, like it's the same with the knee. It's the same with my knee that pops out and like the sounds in my ear. It's the same thing. It's like you can fix it, but a lot of what's required to fix it is surgery. And I'm like, yeah, it's not worth that. I can deal with my knee popping out. I can deal with some sounds in my ear from time to time. It's fine. It's not surgery worthy. But yeah, that's mostly why I don't go to the doctor whenever it happens. Because at most, they will just give you painkillers. So they just be like, yep, surgery. You've been in Japan for 5 years. No, as in like, they don't have my records from back when I was home. Because back when I was home is when I have like back when I had most of my ear stuff happen. Right? Like the sound thing happened back home. The surgery happened back home, and like a couple other things happened back home, and then normally they like keep a pretty detailed record. But if you move, clearly they don't have the information of like what you've done before. So I just like told her verbally, and she's like, oh. Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. At least now I can touch my ear. This is very huge because I could not touch it for a while. Even just like the wind blowing against it slightly for a little bit was not a vibe. Not a vibe. Yeah. You know, like when you go to the doctor and then they have to like look inside your ear. It's not a camera, but they have like this kind of like funnel, right? Where they like push open your ear canal to like look at the inside of it. Hold on, let me see. The thing doctors use to look inside your ear. You know, like the what's it called? The otoscope. Otoscope. Eh? I know words. I really hope there's never any doctors in chat. Ah! Otoscope. She checked my right ear first, which was the fine. It was the fine ear, right? She checked the right ear. She was like, okay, that's fine. Okay, well, let's look at the left. And she could not fit the otoscope into my ear canal. She took one look at it and she was like, wow, that's swollen. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she couldn't fit the otoscope into my ear canal. Like she was trying and then I was like trying to hold in a scream because it hurt so bad, and she had to like pull what's it called? Like the earlobe. She had to pull the earlobe back to like fit the otoscope in, but the otoscope was not going in. Because of how swollen my ear canal was, and she was like, okay, let's maybe not do that. Let's It's swollen. I can very clearly see that it's swollen. Oh, she recognized me too. Walk of shame. Cause yeah, of course they have my records now. Cause like I've been to the doctor before, like the last time I had an ear infection, which I think was like what, 2 months ago. And then she was like scrolling through my records, and she was like, "Wait, you've been here before?" And I'm like, "Yeah." It's like again. I'm like, "Yeah." Same ear, yeah. She's like, did it go away at any point, or did you just have it continuously? And I'm like, no, it's yeah, it's a thing. This is a thing. This is just a Seion A thing. And then she gave it to me again. Never mind. Ear cleaning? I don't know. Should I do ear cleaning? I just feel like my left ear is too sensitive for ear cleaning. Headphone users? I don't use headphones. Well, I mean, I guess I use like an earpiece sometimes. But I don't really use headphones. Sometimes I Real John Hoyoverse. Welcome. No, not just for the information, but my left ear is like really sensitive to like a lot of things. This is why I don't have ear piercings. Because I was really scared that if I did ear piercings, my left ear would just combust on itself. I've never had any issues with my right ear though, interestingly. And they always say that my ears are really clean whenever they do check them. So I'm like, oh yeah, huge, nice. Especially on my right. On my left is a little bit more issue. See, this is what I mean. The issue is very much localized to my left ear specifically. It's the earache that gets accumulated more for headphone users. Oh. Yeah, I don't wear headphones cause did you guys feel like the headphones, they squeeze your head a little bit? Like the way it sits at the top of your head and then squeezes your ears and like, kind of like squeezes your head. Every single time I wear headphones, I always get headaches. I always get headaches. Like every single time I've used it for maybe about like an hour, I always get a headache. It just feels so heavy. It's not only just headphones. Whenever I wear like headbands, you know, like when you go to Disney, like Tokyo Disneyland, you have those kind of like cute headbands. Whenever I wear those headbands, I also get like headaches. So I'm like, yeah, it's gonna like not put things on my head. Hello, Imanos Gorgeous, thank you. How are you doing, Real John Hoyoverse? Speaking of Hoyoverse, I'm gonna need them to drop the release date to Petite Planet. They haven't said anything ever since they announced your Gamescom appearance, and I'm gonna need them to because you need to wear lighter ones, I guess, but I don't know. I just feel like earpieces are fine. I've never really specifically liked headphones. I don't really like it when they cover both ears, you know? I normally only wear my earpiece on one side because it's like I still want to be able to hear what's going on outside while hearing through one ear. See, this is why people get mad at me when I play Apex Legends, because I play with one earpiece. I very rarely use both my earpiece at the same time. Apex, but it's mono. Exactly! Yeah, was there any news about Nexus Animal? I think, wait. Because Petite Planet, after they finished their closed beta, I think they were just kind of quiet. I'm not sure if Nexus Animal had any updates, though. Let me see. Yeah, I am hoping that they do some announcements during Gamescom. When is Gamescom, by the way? I know I've already seen like a couple of booths setting up, so probably soon. There it is. Nexus Animals also at Gamescom. Okay. 8:26 to 8:30. That's this weekend. Oh. I'm excited. I don't know. It probably won't be that soon, right? Even if they do. I think Nexus Anima is more far along than Petite Planet is. At least it seems so. Because they're doing like character teasers and stuff already. I just need either one. I just need either one to be out. Cause I'm sure they wouldn't drop the same, like it's the same company, right? Like they wouldn't drop both of their games on like the same time frame. So if Nexus Anima drops first, then Petite Planet will take a little bit more. Oh, Nornet, welcome. How are you doing? I just said they released drafting games. Come on, they're 3 months later. Really? I'm just looking forward to new games. We still have Fields of Mystria. Which I'm trying very hard not to think about, because if I think about it, I'm gonna want to play. But I do want more comfy games. Cause in general, I really like the quality of Hoyoverse games. Like the overall, I don't know, I think their animal designs and stuff are really cute. The only thing I don't like about Hoyoverse games, so far, of the games that have come out, and it's not that I don't like it, but I think I've grown out of it. I've grown out of the open world exploration RPG genre. It doesn't really hit the same anymore. So it's not like I've suddenly started hating games like Genshin or Star Rail or even like non-Hoyoverse games like Wuwa or what else came out? Maybe even Zenless? Well, Zenless is a little bit different. It's more of like, you know that style of game where there's battling and then you gacha for the characters and then you run around the world and then you talk to people and then there's battling. You know, I feel like I've kind of grown out of that genre. But I'm still really excited to see what they can accomplish in like different genres as well, because I think in general I do like their character design and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not really, but it has the same vibes. the vibes are almost identical. I will say though, I really like that Serial had what's it called? Turn-based gameplay. It made me so sad to know that other people didn't like the turn-based gameplay. Cause I don't know, turn-based gameplay is just so... It's underrated, the word. I feel like just people don't do it anymore. But yeah, I'm just really not up for that style of game anymore. I just feel like there's a lot of those coming out, right? So I just want something that's like a little bit different. So I'm very excited for both the Creature Collector and the Comfy game. I think it's good that they're kind of expanding more into other genres. Ooh, what else? What else would be like a really... What else is like a really fun genre that Hoyoverse could expand into? And I'd be like, wow, I never thought Hoyoverse would make that kind of game. Let me think. What would it be? I mean, if they made a music game, I feel like I'd be pretty shook. No, they should make a mahjong. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I need them to make mahjong. Alto Sabega, welcome. Oh my goodness, your name sounds so good. Mahjong Soul Competitor, exactly. We need a Mahjong Soul Competitor. And yes, I'm aware that Ricci City exists. I'm aware. It just doesn't hit the same. The only thing is that I think if they do make a Mahjong Soul Competitor, it's not gonna be Ricci Mahjong. So there's gonna be maybe a little bit of that. Oh, maybe they make both so that you could choose. She wants Mahjong, boys. I do! I hate it because I started playing Mahjong Souls. So I play Mahjong Souls, right? And then I played it on stream, and then I convinced like some of my mods to start playing Mahjong Souls, and then I started to spread all these things with Mahjong Souls, right? Right? And then all of them have managed to get like free characters with their like free pulls. And I, to this day, do not have a single character in Mahjong Souls. I don't know why, but everyone else has it and I don't, so I quit the game out of spite. Hoyoverse dating sim. I wonder if that will work. Could they write a dating sim? I don't know. Do they in general have... Oh, wait, it's Tears of Thermos. Is Tears of Thermos by, Is it? Oh my goodness, you're right. How did I not know that Tears of Thermos was a Hoyoverse game? Wait, I played this? What? How did I not know this? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So that's on me. I'm no knowledge, clearly. Don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I remember us. I have a vague. It's all coming back to me now. I have a vague memory of this being a thing. The release date was July 2020. Oh, this was before I became a VTuber then. Oh. I mean, for all I know, Tears of Thermos is really, really good. I don't remember the exact reason why I stopped playing. I think it's because in general, I don't really like mobile otome games. With like a couple of exceptions. Ooh. All Hoyoverse games. Do they have like other games that I just don't know about? No, I only see Honkai. I don't. Yeah, okay. So the whole otome game thing was kind of just like just a really intense change in genre. Oh. You know what? You know what I want Hoyoverse to do? I want them to like I want them to create a competitor to Infinity Nikki. I just want to see. I just want to see how that will go. I just want a girly dress-up game that's a whole bunch of fun, but that's not specifically Infinity Nikki, because Infinity Nikki is not counting the rest of the Nikki series, right? I feel like arguably is like the only kind, like it's unique, right? Like it's the only game of its kind. And I don't really know anything that's similar. I mean, I'm sure there's like some other dress-up games. There is what's it called? Fashion Designer for the Switch. I think that End of Service though. They have like a couple, but they don't have a lot of them. And I do want to see more. I do want to see more cutesy dress-up games. Welcome back, Pepper. How are you doing? But you. I can't believe I just completely forgot that Hoyoverse released an ultimate game. Come on, Seion Aera. Hey, in my defense, I don't have one. What's the topic? I was talking about Hoyoverse games and how even though I don't particularly enjoy the genre of like Genshin or Star Rail, or like, you know, like even though I don't really enjoy those, I'm still interested to see them expand into like other mediums. Cause like I'm really excited for Petit Planet, which is meant to be like a comfy game, and I'm very excited for Nexus Anima, which is a creature creator. And then I was talking about the fact that we were like, oh, can you imagine if Hoyoverse made an otome game? And then Hannah was like, they have one. It's called Tears of Thermos. And I'm like, ah! I forgot! Hi, Vivian, welcome! Hi, Seion Aera. Hello, Great Edge, welcome. There was forgetting on my part. And you guys are right, they do have one. I think they should also make a Mahjong game. And they should also make... I feel like just because how much of music is incorporated into their games, I feel like they could probably do like a pretty good music game. I don't know. I feel like I always hear really good things about like Hoyoverse's soundtracks, and I feel like they have like a lot of really good original songs. Like they could do that. You just want them, no, cause it feels like that's what they're trying to do, right? With Petit Planet and Nexus Anima, like they're really trying to like expand out of their usual like RPG-ish elements, and they try to get into like the comfy games and the creature collector games. I just want to see what else they got. Cause I don't know. I feel like, I mean, from one of the games that I've played from them, I feel like they're mostly pretty good. I mean, they're not my thing, but quality-wise, I feel like they do produce things that are pretty good. Yes, exactly, Larry. That's what I was saying. I need them to create a competitor to Infinity Nikki. I need it. I hope they know that. I really hope they do. Please. Please. We need an Infinity Nikki. Oh, not necessarily Hoyoverse though. I don't know with your fashion taste. That's a good point. Yeah. I feel like I haven't really seen them do any sort of casual. Well, Zemo's there. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them do like super cute girly dresses. They did that. Yeah, but it's not out yet. We were just talking about Petite Planet. It's not out yet. We're anticipating that either Petite Planet or Next Cinema is gonna get like a what's it called? An announcement at Gamescom. ZZZ is meant for casual, like the outfits. Oh, I've just made a horrible error. Please don't. Oh no. Please. Okay, sorry. I've accidentally clicked on After Effects on my toolbar, so now it's gonna. Okay, well, I'm very happy we've done this. Please don't open up. I will scream. Okay, I killed it. Do not. After Effects, do not. Do not open up. I will scream. Okay, it's fine. Try to open any Adobe thing when you have OBS open, and everything's just gonna end. Casual players? Isn't all Hoyoverse games for casual players? What do you mean? Is there a competitive Genshin Impact? Is there competitive Genshin Impact, like Genshin Impact esports? Aren't all your games casual? Is there actually Genshin Impact in esports? I still wait for competitive chatting. Has a nice, yeah, but they don't really do like they don't really have any designs as like princess dress or like, you know, like the different fashion styles. It's more just like cool tech wear. I've never seen them anything. They do! Is there Genshin, like officially? Genshin Impact esports. No, wait. Is Genshin Impact an esport? But how? Because there's no PvP, right? How would they do that? Hey, Sensei, welcome. How are you doing? It's not an esport. Yeah, it's all PvE. I don't think Hoyoverse has a single PvP game. Do they? I'm going to welcome. How are you doing? Non-casual games are more so things that like have leaked, right? Like Overwatch, Apex, Valorant, Pokemon, I guess. I want to see. Yeah. Let me see it. Cause how do they fight? Wait, it's like official, like endorsed. It's like a not a campaign. What's it called? It's like a what's it called? What's it called when there's like a there's like it's like esports and then competitive and then it's called a campaign? No, it's not a campaign. Oh, Genshin has a TCG. Oh, okay. If you have a TCG, I guess. But still, I wouldn't call Genshin Impact like a non-casual game. It's very much a casual game, I would think. Got home from the gym, welcome home. I just woke up, I know. I want to sleep too. Link in journal, thank you. Oh, okay, let me see this. Okay. ES charts. Okay. What do we got? Because how did they... Oh, they're like speed runs. Oh, okay. So they're kind of like speed runs. But if you're counting esports, sorry, if you're counting speed runs as esports, I feel like you could say any game is a esport then, right? Genshin Impact Spiral Abyss Show Match. What does that mean? League is the word I was looking for. Sorry, I just thought about it. I was asking if it was a league because normally to be considered like an, I guess, quote unquote official esport. So like you have to have a league, right? So you have to have like different teams representing like different countries, and then they like come together in like the Valorant League and the Overwatch League and stuff like that. And those are counted as like competitive esports, right? Yeah, like teams. Yeah. And I think those are naturally considered like competitive games. I don't know. I don't think a game that doesn't have PvP in it can be considered competitive, right? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't know what a competitive game is. Cause I feel like, yeah, something like speedruns you can do for like pretty much any game, which is also a really, really cool like competitive thing. But I wouldn't necessarily call that means that it's like a non-competitive game. Does that competitive air guitar? Thank you the match, Jack. Yeah, I guess like ranked. But yeah, I was always under the impression that all Hoyoverse games are casual. I mean, all Hoyoverse games are like comfy casual, right? That's how I used to play Genshin anyway. You can make a competitive game out of it. That's true. No, we started this conversation because Pepper was like, isn't like Zenless Zone Zero Hoyoverse's casual game? And I'm like, but all their games are casual. I thought all of their games were like comfy casual. Cause yeah, I don't think they have a single PvP game. Ooh, maybe that's what they should go into, like a PvP game. Hi, Santa's how are you doing? I mean, I wonder. I don't know, Pepper. Do you feel like there's like a very big difference between like Zenless and like Sario or Genshin? I mean, clearly the characters and everything are different, but I feel like maybe not Genshin, but I think they share playstyles, right? Like Honkai, Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero, they share playstyles, except that one of them has turn-based and one of them isn't. How's he saying, I can open my mouth now, which is huge. Not my mouth, but the concept. I'm assuming you did not manage to fix your sleep schedule. That's fair. It happens to me all the time. In fact, today I've slept for 4 hours. I did not take a nap, and I'm trying very, very hard to stay awake. Because I'm hoping that I'll just like stay up, and then tomorrow I will be awake. Hi, Ollie, welcome. How are you doing? Why do people on the internet not sleep properly? For me, it's just because my schedule is like a little bit weird. Like my daily schedule is a little bit weird. Cause technically, like if I end stream at midnight, or if I end stream at 1 AM, then you know. Like what am I supposed to do about that? I don't know, was it because of the anime I want to see? There's also that, yeah. The meet and greet ended at 2 AM, so after that I like vibed a little for maybe like an hour or two, and then I went to sleep at like 4 or 5, I think. Cause yeah, if I wasn't a streamer and I would just end stream normally, I would end stream at I don't know, if I wasn't a streamer and I just had like a normal life, if I was normal, I would probably end work, and then I would end work at 8, right? And then I would bathe, and then I would go to sleep at maybe like 10, and then I would wake up at 6. If I had like a normal daily schedule, but then if I stream from 9 to 12 or like 9 to 1, and then I sleep at 4, and then I'll be waking up at like 10. Yeah, today I woke up at like 10. Hi, Waterfall! Over on YouTube. The idea of you bathing, I bathed right before this stream. Cause I haven't bathed in like 4 days. In my defense, I have an ear infection, and I was trying my hardest to not get water near the ear. So I was waiting until it hurt a little bit less, because if the water was to like touch it, it will hurt really bad. And then there's like moisture in general, which is not really good if you have an ear infection. So just trying to like not stay in like a heat enclosed bathroom with the ear infection. So yeah, but I bathed today. It felt okay, because I can touch it now. I can touch it. Ooh, I can really touch it. Huh. I think the only pain that's kind of left is in like the back of my ear connecting to my jaw. That's the only part that kind of still hurts. So I'm guessing the ear infection is like deeper in. But like I can touch my ear now with no problem. You had an ear infection this week too? Okay, was yours bacteria or mold? Bacteria or mold? Which one? Oh, you don't know? Did you like go get it checked out? Don't bond over that. You just talked it out. Did it heal? You can get mold in your... Yeah, I had a... This time it's a bacterial infection. The previous time, 2 months ago, was also a bacterial infection. But one time, I think it was 4 years ago, before I moved here, I had a mold infection in my ear. Also, hello, Fading. Welcome. So, a mold infection feels different. Actually, a mold infection is less painful than a bacterial infection. Because the bacterial infection spreads to, like, all of your cartilage in your ear. So your entire ear is swollen and hurts. But... the mold only on the inside, so only the inner ear hurts, but not so much the outside. That's how I was able to tell the difference between my mold infection and my bacterial infection. For the mold infection, if anyone is eating, I'm so sorry. The doctor, she put like a camera inside my ear. And there's like this big screen in front of you, right? So you can see inside the camera. It was like a pretty bougie hospital. And then I could see the camera, and then like the inside of my ear was like white and black, and like... I was like, ah! And she's like, so as you can see, there's mold. I'm like, uh-huh. Okay. What we gonna do about that? We're gonna suck it out with this little vacuum here, okay? Alright. I'm like, okay. And then she puts a vacuum in my ear and then sucks it out. And as she's doing that, I'm thinking, I wonder if she'll let me keep the mold. But no, they get rid of all the mold in like a hazard box. Unfortunately for me, I would have loved to keep my mold. I'm just saying. But yeah, and then they put like a cream. It's not like a cream. Yeah, I think it's a cream. It's like anti-fungal cream. And then they basically fill up your entire ear with it. So like when you look inside my ear, you can see that there's like cream in it. And here's the kind of annoying part. You can't remove the cream by yourself, and you have to have the cream in your ear for 1 whole week. So for 1 whole week, I could 1, not hear through my left ear, 2, have to deal with the feeling of every single time I roll around, like, you know when there's like fluid and like cream in your ear, you can feel it. And then I just had to like live with it. And then 3, you really can't get water in your ear. So for like my family, not my mom's not my mom, but like my aunts and uncles, they run a hair salon. So they lent me the ear cuffs that they use when they wash their customers' hair to prevent the water from going through the ears. They just lent me a couple of ear cuffs, and then I had to like wear the ear cuffs every single time I went to bed. And then one week later, you go back, they clean the cream out of your ear, and then you're good. But yeah, that one, the mold infection is more serious because the mold infection can't heal on its own. A bacterial infection can. A mold infection can't. So if it is a mold infection, then you gotta make sure you go to the doctor for them to put the cream in your ear. Your mom is so bad. That is low. But yeah, it's not my mom. My mom is not a hairdresser, but my mom's family, like my mom's mom, like my grandmother, she owned a hair salon, and so some of her children took over the hair salon kind of vibe. My mom just wasn't one of them. But yeah, this is why I never go to I did once, like this year for the first time I went to a hair salon that wasn't my family's hair salon. Before this, I've never ever paid to get my hair cut. I've never paid to get like my hair dyed or anything like that. I just, like, my mom will just like drive me down to the salon, and like my uncle will be there, and I'm like, can you cut it? And my uncle's like, yep. You know, like that kind of vibe. And my mom worked at the salon like a little bit when she was in her teens, so like she also knows how to like cut hair. So I've never had to go to like a salon. But yeah, so I just had their ear cups. Keeping the mold so you can then start off a Last of Us franchise. I wanted to keep the mold for the memories, the Can you imagine just me holding my ear mold and then as I'm telling this story, I'm like, look, this is my ear mold from 4 years ago when I had an ear infection. Starting price $50. Let's hear the bids. Let's hear the bids. For all intents and purposes, this is joke. I'm back. Why are we talking about ear mold? I think the correct answer or the correct question is why aren't we talking about ear mold? I'm not bidding on your ear mold. But would you bid on a Seion Aera meet and greet? It's open on Vexpo. Everyone. Wait, actually, is the lottery open for everybody, or is it just for the cool people? It's not the cool people. I mean the people with like upgraded passes. Anyway, I highly regret trying to eat dinner. Ah, I see now. That's just unfortunate. I feel like no one should be eating dinner in Seion Aera stream. Oh, the Akasapa just got first dibs. Oh, okay. I think you guys will be fine though. I think a lottery system only really works if there's like a lot of people and like limited slots. But I think you should be fine. I'm looking forward to it. You guys have to give me hints, okay? Tom has to come in and then he will give me a hint and then he will be like, I'm 65. I'm like, Tom. And then Lyra will come in and I'll be unable to see her on the camera and I'd be like, Lyra. And then I've already met Salad. What about for Amaranth? What is like a nice hint that like the moment I hear it, I'll be like, oh, that's Amaranth. Let's go back to the Slender. Or you could be like Tom. You could be like, my name starts with a T and ends in an Omathy. Who am I? Yeah, you could come in like Seion Aera. That could be good. That could be. Practice your anime. I'm so excited for this, honestly, because I've been able to meet like a good amount of our like US audiences or like Canadian audiences because of like like the meet and greets at like Offkai and stuff like that, but not the UK, not yet. So I'm very excited for this. Next I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get to Asia. Ironically enough, the place I'm the closest to is the place where I haven't done a meet and greet. Cause I know, listen, I'm trying. If you see any like events in the Philippines, you know, their Twitter, and they're like, we're currently looking for guests or we're currently looking for performers, like you just send it to me. I'll like I'll send an email. But it's also difficult in the Philippines, right? Because like the country is so big, like just because they have it in, I don't know, Manila maybe doesn't mean that everyone can come, because it's still like far away. If you find a place, spot the Nebulite in the queue. I think so too. Have a good time. Yeah, because like if it was in Manila, wouldn't that also be like really difficult? Yeah, and then only Key can go. It's the same with like Japan, you know, like when the major events are in Tokyo and then everyone else is like, oh. I wonder what the Sunday concert is gonna be for Xbox. It's usually one on every day. I genuinely have no idea. I think I just saw someone announce that they were doing a concert there though. Was it Riku? Was it Starlight Daryl? I think it was Starlight Daryl. Oh, let me see. Was it Starlight Daryl? That wasn't anything, by the way. I was just saying that I had saw someone. No, it wasn't. Okay, so I'm just imagining things. Okay, they didn't. Okay, I'm just sorry. Misinformation. I could have sworn I saw someone tweet about, oh, they were doing a concert, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, sorry. No, I was not. I was not. I was not. I could have sworn I did though. What? Did I just? Oh, they did. Yeah. Starlight Daryl, and they're bringing a live band. I remember. Vexpo just tweeted it. I was like, I could have sworn I tell who it is from the silhouettes. I'm like the worst when it comes to looking at silhouettes, but I feel like I can kinda tell. So cool. I don't know if I could ever sing with a live band. Well, I guess I do kind of sing with a live band. Hi, Key, welcome. What's the topic? We were just talking about Vexpo and how it's gonna be showing up at Vexpo. We were talking about the meet and greet at Vexpo. And how I hope everyone can get lottery tickets. Lottery tickets? Ballot tickets. Sorry, we're not getting lottery tickets. We're not getting lottery tickets. Sorry, we're getting... That's not it. Yeah, and Key, I mentioned you because we were talking about, Hi, Ollie, welcome! I was just talking about the different countries that I was hoping to do meet and greets in. Because like I said, I've done a couple at, like, Offkai, Oshi Uplink, Animathon, Otakuthon, you know, but it's mostly in the US, and I never really got to do one in Asia or the UK. I mean, the UK, I'll be able to do it with, Vexpo, but, yeah, and then we were talking about how if the Philippines were to have, like, an event, it will probably be in Manila. So, only, like, a few of you will be able to attend, and, like, not all of you, you know? I don't know. We'll see. For the UK one, what time is it for you? I think it's not that late, because, I have a significantly less, smaller, hold on, I have it on my thingamajig. Let me see. It's 6 p.m. Yeah, there's a considerably smaller time zone. Time zone difference. I've not really seen anime and VTubers events. See, there was a couple that just wrapped up in the Philippines. I think it was Oshicon and was it called On Live? Was that what it's called? Was it called On Live? I think there was just 2 that wrapped up, and then there's one more. I'm so sorry if I'm saying the names wrong, by the way. Is this one in the Philippines? No, this is in Toronto. Okay, I'm stupid then. Ah, shoot! A hype train. Why did you say that with dread? It's only 7:04. Yeah, like 3 hours earlier than this stream. Yeah. I hope it's not too late or too early. Man, I hope you guys have a good time. The UK Nebulite meetup is real. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to see people meet up in real life, because it's happened. I think for those of you in Asia, you guys have done like a couple of meetups. Like not specifically at cons, but there's been like a couple of Nebulite meetups. But I feel like it's a little bit harder when you're in the UK or when you're in the US to do something like that. I need to save it for the Artist Alley. Yeah, there's yeah, you save it for the Vexpo Artist Alley. Save it. There might be like merch you want to buy at Vexpo. I mean, I don't know. There's always good merch at Vexpo, but like there might be merch you want to buy. Just saying. Images are great. I don't know if I need to go to Seion Aera live at some point. I will try my best. I will try my best to have around. Is there any other major? Well, no, major is the wrong word. Sorry. Is there any other VTuber convention that happens in the UK that's not Vexpo? Like even if it's on like a smaller scale, I'm like trying to think a little bit. I love spotting artists. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Not really. Is it only Vexpo? Listen, I will keep trying my best. I promise. I'll keep trying my best. Thank you for telling me. I'm not that knowledgeable. Yeah, because I try very hard to apply to anything that I see as much as I can. But I do think there's a... Yeah, I feel like there's just been a lot more happening in the US, and then the UK you don't really see as much, so... Unfortunately, the events that happen in the UK, like Vexpo, do tend to be like the big ones. Like the big ones. I mean, I would! If you guys see any, like, cons that are like, we're looking for VTuber guests, if anyone is interested, or like, we're looking for people to perform at the concert, just send it to me. Send it to me. Or if they have like a form, just message them and be like, how about Seion Aera? Cause yeah, I would apply for anyone that I see. Unfortunately, it also means that if I don't see it, I can't apply for it. So if you guys ever see like events that you're gonna go to, or like, oh, this seems like a fun event, and you wanna like tell me about it, please feel free to tell me about it. Cause yeah, I would love to do a con in Asia. There was one in London earlier this year that was super small and really, what was it called? Making a list for things you'll buy will be kind of useless because you just impulse buy stuff and you... It's like me trying to make a shopping list. No, I will be buying the huge chicken and I will be keeping it in my fridge for 6 months. Thank you very much. But yeah, I do want to do a Philippines con. I feel like they're even in those of you who are in Asia, I think there's the most amount of you in the Philippines, and then second is either Malaysia or Singapore. Yeah, the second is either Malaysia or Singapore. Sorry, is Yap still here? Does Australia have like a notable VTuber? Sorry, notable is not the right word. Do they have like a VTuber convention in Actually, wait! I performed in Malaysia once. Wait, no, I have performed in Malaysia once. It wasn't a meet and greet though. Sorry, I completely forgot. 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago. I did do a performance in Malaysia. Completely slipped my mind. But yeah, if there's anything in Malaysia, let me know. Because a lot of times, besides like being invited to cons, obviously, you do often because a lot of the times, if they don't know you're interested, then they also want to ask you. So whenever I see a con that like opens up with like, is anybody, I do like to like send in my interest at the very least, just to at least let them know that I'm up for it. So if you can see any cons, you let me know. Hi, Elizabeth, welcome. How are you doing? Smash, but this is an anime con. I think the core difference between anime cons and VTuber cons is that for the most part, I think anime cons, they, in terms of like guests and in terms of like concerts, they only invite industry people. They don't really invite indies. But when it comes to VTuber-centric cons, like Offkai, Oshi Uplink, Moshi Expo, nothing else is coming to Vexpo, they're more open to inviting indies, so I think that's normally the difference. That's why the last stream we had a conversation about, like, someone was saying you should apply to Anime Festival Asia. I'm like, yeah, but I think they only invite industry people. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them. They invite people like Hoyoverse, you know? Like, I don't think they're gonna be that open to like indie VTuber performances. Good, I'm glad. Maybe a good day. There's a concert in Malaysia, I think, too. I feel like there's been so many VTuber conventions. I say this in a positive way in the past few years. Because I remember when I debuted, there was no such thing as like a convention or like performing at conventions. So it just wasn't a thing at all. And now I'm seeing a lot pop up, and yeah, I don't know, it's really good. Surprisingly, it's different this year. We have some yeah, but they're corporal, right? That's kind of what I mean. That's kind of what I mean. I don't think they really, because I think there's a lot of it's not just of like a we don't want to invite indies kind of thing. I don't think it's that. I think it's more like when you guest at a con, there is a lot of, especially if it's like a big con like that, there's a lot of paperwork involved with that. Because, you know, if it's a smaller con, it could just be as simple as, hey, you want to perform? Bet. And then you just do it. But, like, if it's, like, a bigger con, like something like Animal Festival Asia or, like, Smash, often there are, like, contracts involved. So they actually need to be able to reach out to, like, a manager or, you know. Like, you gotta be, like, some form of, like, a business entity, which, like, corporals tend to be. I think that's mostly what it kind of is. Especially for those who mostly work for, like, corporations and stuff. They've really exploded the last couple of years. I know! It's wild. I like it though. I don't know. It feels like there's more and more places for like VTuber fans to interact. And I think that's like really, really cool. Yeah, because you need a ticket, and then I'm sure there's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that goes with that. And I think that because there's a lot of that, they prefer to go for like corporations with like an actual like legal team, and you know, they have this team and then stuff like that. As opposed to like indies who's just one person who sometimes have like just never seen a contract before. I feel like it's a little bit challenging. So I mean, I get it. Oh, you don't really see many VTuber conventions in Australia. That is so unfortunate. VTuber. I mean, to be fair, running a convention is really hard, and it won't succeed unless there's interest. But isn't there like a good amount of Australian VTubers? VTuber conventions in Australia. But yeah, if there's ever any forms, do send it to me. Yeah, it seems like Smash is like the only What? Oh no, wait! Wait. Isn't Pixel Expo like a thing? Is that not Pixel? Oh, but I guess it's not VTuber Center. Okay. Then I guess it's not. But yeah, my Pixel Expo is like a Australia. Yeah, this just happened. I remember this. My Pixel Expo. Yeah, this just happened. Beasties was at it, right? Oh, they do. I just missed it. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. They had a couple of VTuber guests. I remember seeing this. See, this is what I mean. You gotta know. you gotta know what conventions you're being done. But yeah, I definitely like to perform at whatever. It's more of the, not so much. I was just saying that I saw their performance. Cause Cam was there too, if I remember correctly. From Florida Lear, Cam was there, and Cam was singing with. She was in a group of 4. I think Hiragi Yu was also there. And they were doing a concert. I vaguely remember this. If this is false information, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to lie on Seion Aera's internet. I don't mean to lie on Seion Aera's internet. But for now, what we have coming up next is Vexpo and Moshi Expo. So I am very, very hyped for that. I'm so glad my throat stopped hurting because one of the, what's it called? Side effects? One of the side effects of the ear infection was also throat pain. Wasn't a good time, but that feels a little bit better now. So now I can finally sing again. Finally, maybe this week's schedule will not be cursed. It's just so frustrating because whenever you're sick, you lose days, right? Like, I remember I lost basically my Friday, my Saturday, and like half of my Sunday. And then once you lose things, you have to like reschedule everything that was supposed to happen in those 3 days in your already packed schedule. Yeah, that's why I was so close to crashing out. Because I had so many things that I had to reschedule. And like a schedule that already had too many things in it to start with. Someone lives in an IT oriented country. I'm sad that we don't have such things. I think it's just more so how I don't know. Does anyone know anybody who runs conventions and stuff like that? I do wonder if it's slightly easier to do certain things like securing locations, finding interest in places like the US as opposed to other places. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like running a convention has a lot of things that go into it. No, I don't really mean for like professionals to do it. I mean for like small teams, small indie teams to like run their own conventions. Hi, Archie, welcome. How are you doing? Because a lot of the cons that we're talking about now, like off-kind and stuff like that, they all started with like small teams. It wasn't like a business that decided to run a corporate event or anything like that. It was just more of like running a convention, to me at least, in the US just kind of seems pretty accessible to anyone who wants to like challenge themselves to like run an event. In terms of like booking places and stuff like that. I just don't know how easy it is in like other places. I wonder. Only taking like corporate stuff? Yeah. Because I feel like in certain places it's pretty hard for like an indie con runner, you know, to do stuff like securing them, because it's not cheap either, right? You do need a considerable amount of money to even think about doing something like that, like booking venues, getting tables, even if you get like paid back afterwards. Running an event is still like pretty overwhelming, so that's why it's mostly left to the big companies and stuff like that. Wait, you've been to a Granite Expo? Explain. Like the stone? Granite Expo. Oh, it's for like countertops and floorings. Oh! Why? I have been to a food expo, a best expo of my life. It's just a whole hall, and everyone's selling food. And then every single time you walk past, they will be like, oh, would you like a free sample? Would you like a free... Oh, I was so full. Oh, I was so full that day. A food expo sounds fantastic. It was. It was. It's just basically like a whole bunch of people selling their, well, it's not like restaurants. It's not like a festival situation. It's more of like this company selling their chicken nuggies, and then this company is selling their gyoza, and then this, you know, like things that you would find in a supermarket. But as it comes with samples, yes? Ate all of them. All of them. It was a good day. Hi, Dr. Shufflecombe. How are you doing? You take Costco samples and multiply. But why? Were you like looking to build a kitchen top? Was that it? Or did you just go for fun? Ooh, I've also been to like handmade expos, which is, it's Artist Alley core, but it's not anime art, and it's not like keychains and stuff. It's like people who hand make, like, for example, earrings, or they make bookmarks, or they, I don't know, they do like cross stitching. Is that what it's called? Cross stitching. And then, or maybe some of them have like original characters that they have like manga for. You know, as long as you make something and you're an artist, they have like, it's called a home handmade expo, and then like everyone just has a booth and then you just go past. That was also a really good time. I like buying things that people make. Even though I have no use for them, I do enjoy making things people make. Oh, you want a granite factory? Ah! Would you be able to tell me what granite to get? So if I was looking, okay, imagine this situation. I'm in my house, and there's a really, really nice looking steak on the table. And then a certain blue cat tries to steal my steak, right? What type of granite would I have to use to knock them out? Any tips? Any tips? I just want to knock them out. I just want to knock them out. It has to be a heavy enough granite for me to knock out this blue cat. If you have any recommendations at all, please let me know. Your steak is fine. It isn't cooked enough for them. True. Man, can you guys imagine granite for your kitchen tops? My kitchen top is like all well, it's not silver, it's like aluminium. Well, it's half covered in rust. So actually, I would say it's half rust. And it's half aluminium. But it's good. It's good. We're doing good. How do you get rust? See, this is the one reason I can't really do like a cooking stream, because my entire kitchen has a reflective surface, so I don't know how to do that. Speaking of which, Ninette posted a link to like one of those, like the camera that she uses for hand cam streams. And I was like, oh, I kind of want one of those. It kind of looks like a projector. Actually, wait, let me show it real quick. I had always assumed that people who had hand cams just had like a normal webcam, and then they put it on a stand, and I was like, wow, that looks like something I could knock over in like a second and my entire career. But no, apparently there's a hold on. Let me see. There's like one that teachers use for like class. Okay, let me find a photo of this. Oh, you bought one of those today? Why? Are you gonna do a cooking stream, Tom? But yeah, it's kind of like this, and it looks significantly harder to knock over. Yeah, it just looks like this, and then it looks significant. Ah, I see. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, and it's like that, and then you just like put it on your table. I don't know. I feel like this could work out pretty well. No? I just been I've just been thinking of ways that I could possibly do a hand cam stream without being like without being too paranoid about doing it. No, I don't. Hashtag Welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, I just wanna... Yeah, I've just been thinking of like how I could possibly do that. Yeah, can you guys imagine the live hand cam rice washing? Ah! Or lack thereof. Ah! I also want to do like checky decorating on stream so that I can still see you accidentally knocking over. See, that is like my #1 fear. That is like the only reason that I haven't done a hand cam stream up till now. It's that, you know, it's a mistake that may or may not happen, right? It's a mistake that may or may not happen. And it is a mistake with maybe, let's just say, a low possibility of happening, right? But it's a mistake that only has to happen once for it to have like huge negative effects. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I feel with like the camera. I don't know. It's just I don't know. And I feel like that would also mean print out your face and wear it as a mask. I guess I should wear one of those like burglary masks. Oh my goodness, wait. I should wear like a ski mask. And then if the camera happens to knock over, I will just look like a criminal. Yes, I'll do that. If the rice washing process is live, I think it'd be a huge negative effect. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, it'll work. It'll be good. It'll be good. I know you love my rice washing. It's cool. I was planning a heist. Yes. You came back at a perfect time. And yes, hello, I'm bald. This is my favorite toggle to put out whenever I'm doing like a meet and greet and like people are unexpecting, you know? It's a very good time. Put soap while washing rice to make it extra clean. I should do that. You're right. Because apparently no. If you wash your hand with lotion, if you wash the rice with lotiony hands, it's dirty. And then if you put the rice overnight with the water still in it, it's dirty. I don't know what people are talking about. Don't know what the vibe is there. What's up when you gather enough people for the offline meetup? Yeah. That'll be a good time. It is a good talk. I'm telling other people about this. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. If you tell my Ruby, they're probably very upset. Why would you store it in the water overnight? Because I forgot! I was doing the rice washing ASMR on stream, and then I was like, swish, 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 swish. And then I'm like, okay, and then we're done with the rice washing. The rice is washed. And then I put the tub, not the tub, but I put the bowl on the desk, and then I continued stream. It was like a 12-hour stream, right? Or something like that. And then I ended stream and I was like, okay, bye-bye. And then I went to sleep. And the next morning I woke up and then I saw the tub and I was like, oh, I forgot to cook the rice. And then I cooked the rice. Yeah. And I cooked the rice. Sometimes you forgot. Sometimes you forgot. Hands with lotion, yes, it was. And no, I did not throw the water out. I only agreed to wash the rice. I didn't say I was gonna throw the water out. If you put the water and then you swish, 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 it's washed. It's washed. I didn't hear anything about having to like change the water out. Spreading the word that Seion Aera washes and marinates rice with lotion water, it doesn't even replace the rice water. You know, sometimes I think about my digital footprint. So you just wonder what stuff about you will stay on the internet the most. I just cried. Does it taste any different? No, that's my point. It doesn't taste any different. The act of washing is just extra work. I don't like extra work. If anyone can ever prove to me that washing rice is worth the time it takes to wash it, then I will do it. If you could be like, Seion Aera, did you know that if you wash rice, you are more likely to earn like $1 million randomly? I'd be like, bet! And I wash the rice. But no one's been able to convince me of it. Do you really want secrets? You see, people say that too. That like the texture is different. I've honestly never felt a difference in like rice that's washed and rice that's not in terms of like the vibes. But I guess also because I've had like multiple different rices. I've had like jasmine rice. I've had now we have the Japanese one. And I've had like a couple. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same! I don't know, it's fine! My mom also doesn't wash rice, but well... It's one of those things that she does as an option, like it's an optional thing. Like some days she'll wash it and other days she'll be like, you know, it's like one of those. I don't even... Yeah, I use a rice cooker. It's only worth it if you have starchy and polished rice. That way you... See, that's what I think. I don't know, because, I've also had a couple people tell me that there's bugs in the rice. I have never seen... But I also think that depending on where you're buying the rice from... Like, if you're buying it in a supermarket versus you're buying it from a farmer's market, clearly there's going to be different levels of, like, sanitation of the rice. So I do think that's valid. I just think that the places that I get the rice from, I don't believe there's, much bugs in that. The bugs are too scared of you. Yeah, plus I mean, if it's like the small beetles, I remember we googled it. They can be ingested, so that's fine. You've heard the rice being excessively clumpy. Sometimes you wash away the pollutants. I mean, I'm okay with some pollutants. Some microplastics. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Listen, I'm already, there's already so much microplastics swimming in me. I might as well add on more. And for the people who are like, well, do you wash your rice and vegetables? If you wash your rice and vegetables, why don't you wash it? I don't wash my rice and vegetables either. Yeah, I mean... Okay, to be fair, if there's, like, obvious dirt on it... If there's, like, obvious dirt on it, then I'll be like, oh, that's dirt, and then I'll wash it. But, like, if it's not, I'll just be like, vegetables! I mean, I don't eat vegetables. Fruits! And I'm like, yay! And then I'll just kind of, like... I mean, I wash, like, certain, like, mushrooms, I feel like always come with dirt on them, so I do have to wash them, as well as, certain types of fruits, like raspberries. Also sometimes come with like leaves and dirt on them, so I wash those. It's for the starches. I know that's what everyone says, but I guess I don't. I guess I just don't care that much. I'm not really a critic. I'm not really a critic when it comes to like the quality of like foods. You know? Okay, it's kind of like tea. Kind of like tea. Some people are like, when you make tea, you have to make sure the water is like at this exact temperature, and then you have to pour it, and then you have to wait for 3 minutes, and then you have to do this, and then if you do that, the tea will taste really, really good. But I'm like, and then I just put the water in and I just drink it. You know, like I don't really care if it's like brewed the perfect way and if like it tastes well. And it's kind of the same with rice. Like if it's a little bit starchier today, if it's a little bit watery today, if it's a little bit like dry the next day, I'm just like, oh, it's rice, I'll eat it. Just before probably 50 years ago, hold on. The rice is still very poor quality, not just the bugs, but rock, husk, glass, or other edible things could hide in the rice. Even in modern days, rice is still not very clean in many areas, so washing rice was necessary back then, and maybe it just passed as a standard method. That is kind of what I think. I think my mom specifically, she would wash the rice depending on the brand. Like if the brand was how do I explain this? If it comes in, okay, you know how there's like different types of bags of rice and it's sealed in different ways? There's a type of rice that's air packed and there's a type of rice that's loose and then it only comes in like bags. Basically, there's different brands have different cleanliness of the rice, right? Like some of them, like if you buy it directly from a farm, you're more likely to find bugs in it or something like that. And then if you buy it from like a brand that highly processes their rice, you're less likely. I'm assuming that she just bought the clean ones most of the time, and then she was just like, eh, and then now I'm also like, eh. Anything that was edible enough to be mixed in. I mean, I'd eat both sawdust and sand. Bugs in rice is free protein. Exactly! Oh, that's why, I don't know. I mean... I've never really seen rice as being dirty. And like I said, I've never really noticed a difference in the taste or the texture whenever I don't wash it and I just eat it like that. I'm like, yeah, it tastes okay. Kind of the same of what's it called? Fruits and vegetables, like like, hey, we will all return to the dirt one day. You might as well start changing into it now. Might as well just start ingesting it now. We're all gonna return to dirt someday. You sound like the dub version of Innocuous because is First of Tomorrow good? By the way, I've been wanting to watch it, but I'm waiting for all the episodes to come out before I start because no, I do not like cliffhangers and I don't like waiting. But I'm very interested in watching Sparks of Tomorrow actually. Rice usually gets more sticky if unwashed because it starches, but the real crime was washing them with lotion hands. Okay, I will admit to the lotion hands. You're usually better off buying different kinds of rice. No, my mom just buys like whatever's cheapest on the day. Like she'll just go and be like, oh, that's cheap, and then she'll buy it. And now the way we buy rice is we used to just buy the cheapest one in the supermarket, and then there was one point in time where my roommate was buying pre-washed rice. And then now we get our rice in like a 20-kilo bag. Because my roommate's mom's family lives in like a rural part of Japan, and they don't run a farm, but there's farms around, and once every month they'll just like bring over like an entire bag of rice, and they'll be like, rice, and we're like, thank you. But yeah, occasionally they'll bring over stuff like rice or, yeah, one time she brought over like milk, bacon, strawberries. Oh yeah, eggs as well. Yeah, they just like bring over stuff and like, here, this is from the countryside, from the farms. Enjoy your 20 kilograms of rice. And be like, thank you. My roommate's mom also has an olive oil subscription, by the way. So we get olive oil delivered to us for whatever reason. They know a farmer and they feel like random farmers showing up in the front of it. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. So every single time they go back, they'll just be like, oh, the neighbors would be like, hey, I have 10 boxes of peaches. Do you want 10 boxes of peaches? And they're like, bet. And then we get like, maybe like 2 of the boxes. That's normally how it goes. But yeah, when you say you want to try Japanese eggs, do you mean like raw? Do you want to try them raw or just like in general? They have really good eggs though. Ooh, I thought it was a myth. Like I said, I pretty much think that all eggs are like all foods taste the same until I got the eggs are different here. I can say for a fact. The good ones taste really good. It's the yolk. The yolk is not the same. It's not the same as it is back home. I'm into the XL bag. You're never gonna run out of carbs. Exactly! And it's it helps a lot because apparently like rice prices have been growing and like egg prices have been going up as well. So if I can get a free bag of rice, free carton of eggs, yes. Especially the fruits. Every single day they come with the fruits. Oh, it's so good. I do like getting random bags of produce. I think often it's because you know how fruits and vegetables often have to pass like an They have to pass an aesthetics test. So even if a peach is perfectly healthy and nice and juicy, if they don't look a certain way or if they're like misshapen, they don't get sent off to the markets. I guess that's kind of how it works. So normally they will like take that, put it in a box, and then that's the one that they'll give like, hey, very good peaches, but couldn't take them to the market. So we're like, okay. I don't care about how the fruits look, just about how they taste. So good though. I've been eating so many peaches and watermelons. I'm gonna be so sad once we go into autumn and I can't eat them anymore. I wonder what autumn is in terms of fruits. Oh, you're allergic to eggs? Peaches? Watermelons? After it's in my mouth, it's all the same. Oh, peaches! To peaches specifically? Really? Like just peaches? Oh! Oh, you're fruits! And weeds. Okay, I have a question. I just have one question. So, did you like eat the weeds in like the garden and figure that out, or how did you figure that out? Were you just outdoors as a child eating grass? No. Oh, touching them. So like even touching weeds and like. Oh. Wait, that's rough. So, well, I guess if you were walking normally, you would have your shoes and your socks, and it's fine. So you just can't touch it. I'm allergic to various apple trees, which is person. No, that's a lot of fruit. And pollen. Okay. Sorry, I was just wondering if you were eating weeds, because I mean, Slate Boy probably eats some weeds. I would probably eat some weeds off of the road, honestly. I eat weeds too. See, this is why we should not be eating vegetables. Oh man, that's a bummer. That's a lot of fruits. But dandelions are okay for some reason. Allergens are weird. People can be allergic to like such specific things. Allergies are really, really weird. I don't have a particular allergy, but this hasn't happened in recent years. The last time this happened to me was 4 years ago. But I would have very, very bad flare-ups to I would have very, very bad flare-ups of hives, and it was being caused. It wasn't being caused, but it would be enhanced by eggs. So I would have this flare-up period of like maybe a month. And during the month, if I were to even accidentally eat an egg, my entire body would be covered in welts. Which was not a good time, but it hasn't happened in a while. I think the last time it happened was 4 years ago. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that like randomly occurs, honestly. You're also allergic to coconut and durian. That is, wait, is there like a common, what is the common allergen in fruits that causes people to be allergic to them? I never even considered that people could be allergic to durian. No. Oh man, that's a lot of fruits though. Oh, it's oh! It's the oh, I see. Okay, that's what you meant by pollen. Oh. Oh man, you coming to Japan during pollen season? I would not recommend that ever in your life, I think. 'Cause is it all types or wait. Sorry, I'm gonna Google alpha-gal syndrome. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, it's an allergic reaction to a sugar molecule. Called alpha-gal. Oh, okay. People get it after a bite from ticks, and eating red meat or dairy can trigger daily. Oh, my friend suddenly got allergic to meat in her 20s. Maybe it was something like that. Also, Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just meat. I don't think it was anything else. But she got randomly allergic to meat in her 20s, and I was like, wow. Did not think that would happen. Oh, it's only a specific tick. Oh. Hi, Ghostafin. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed our performances. Stellar Stage. Oh, the stage itself at Stellar Stage was so cool. A lone stir tick. Oh. Their saliva mimics the sugar molecule. That is wild. I didn't know. I know that you could have formed allergies later in life, but I didn't know that it was caused by this tick in particular. Oh, thank you for the prime sub. Okay, Augustus, we were talking about allergies. Actually, we're talking about fruits. But now we're talking about allergies. So, in what countries do they have, what's it called? What tick? Lone Star? The Lone Star tick. Okay, I'm getting that it's America. Oh, okay, so that's not what my friend got then, because there's no way. It's primarily found in the United States, Mexico, with expanding populations in Canada. Ooh! I've never heard of the allergy. Yeah, apparently if you get bit by something called a Lone Star tick, you develop an allergy to red meat. And a few other things, sorry. Red meat and animal products like dairy, gelatin, and certain medications. Ooh. Your friend mostly got protein intolerance? Yeah, I think so too. You were in a YouTube chat this whole time? Yeah! That's where Krabs was. Handa! What name would you like? Why did that trigger my voice control on my phone? Why would you do that? Hold on, sorry. Let me disconnect my... Okay, I don't know why my phone reacted to the name Honda. Okay. It's kind of weird. Sorry, what name would you like? Oh man, that sucks though. It must suck too, cause I have a friend who's allergic to dairy, and I asked. My roommate is allergic to crustaceans, and I just always wonder, like, do you miss something that you've never had? You know. Like, do you ever have the urge to, like when you see a cake with whipped cream on it, are you like, oh, and they're like, no, I mean, I've never had it before, so I don't really crave it. But I feel like if you form an allergy later in life, you already know what it tastes like, and sometimes it's even something you like. If I were to form an allergy to red meat, I think I might scream, I don't know. I think I might lose. Your friend is infected by Honda, I think so too. Yeah, Honda, would you like your own name? Oh man, that sucks though, cause that's a lot of allergies. It must be really heart-wrenching is not the word. Anxiety-inducing. It must be really anxiety-inducing to eat outside, right? To like check for allergens, cause I feel like most places I feel like they only list major allergens, you know, like nuts, wheats, dairy, prawns. Like, I don't think they would go out of their way to list fruit allergies. They must be really difficult. You want Honda? Okay. Got you. Okay. I love you, Honda. There you go. Please, phone, don't react. I'm not a big dessert guy. That's fair. At least then I hope your what's it called? Your range or your enjoyment of foods is not diminished by too much. That was my first time thinking about knowing that like you could be allergic to fruits like that. I mean, I had a friend who was allergic to mango, but only mango. I didn't know you could be allergic to that, like such a huge range of fruits. And then they had they had pollen in common. Oh, so it's up to me to tell Westerners I'm allergic to something. I guess. Because in Japan, they do normally mark allergens. I think they're very strict about it. They do mark allergens on the menus, but I'm not sure if they really do all that in other countries. Cause I know whenever like sometimes I travel with my roommate, cause my roommate has a crustacean allergy, and then we do have to ask, cause a lot of them they don't really mark it on the menu overseas. I'd have to be like, hello, is does this have crab in it? Prawns even? Sugar crabs are so good. I know, and that's the one thing my roommate is allergic to. See, I wanted to make them eat a tarantula. You guys remember that one time I ate a tarantula and I wanted to make them eat a tarantula just for the vibes? But no! Apparently tarantulas and bugs have the same allergen in them as in shrimps and crabs. Like, they have a shared component. So if you have a shrimp and crab allergy, you can't eat bugs. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that, couldn't convince my roommate to eat the bugs with me. It's called a chitin allergy. Ah, chitin. What are crustaceans but water bugs? I think that too. If you really think about it, prawns are just the cockroaches of the sea. It's just the cockroaches of the sea. They're the same thing. Same amount of legs. Do they have same amount of legs? How many legs does prawns have? Same amount of legs? Are those spreading misinformation on the internet? Hi, Yamada, welcome! Oh, it's pronounced chitin. Oh! Why? I'm gonna call it chitin. That makes no sense to me. And I'm not a fan of English. Listen, you guys are never going to convince me. You guys are never going to convince me that Colonel Sanders is not pronounced as Colonel Sanders. You are trying to tell me that an English word is spelled C-O-L-O-N-E-L and it's pronounced Colonel? I will be saying Colonel Sanders until today you guys put me in my grave. Because Colonel, unless you spell it for me K-E-R-N-A-L, I'm not reading it as Colonel. That's the same as writing P-R-N-D-L, and you're like, Prindle. It's from Greek fans, most of them was stolen, which the Cheeton one or Colonel? Cause yeah, no, it's Colonel Sanders. I don't care what anyone says. It's Colonel Sanders. Arrest me. Are you referring to the gear shift that says P-R-N-D-L? The day people in chat stop recognizing Zach and Cody references, I think is the day I'm gonna have to graduate. The day I outgrow chat, I think is the day I'm just gonna have to leave. But at the very least, at least we still get classic Zach and Cody references. Chitin is a ooh, those are some words! Chitin is a polysaccharide that makes exoskeletons and bugs and crustaceans. How's it found in? It's found in mushrooms, really? Wait. So if you're allergic to crustaceans, could you also be allergic to mushrooms? I don't recognize them, but have you never watched The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess they wouldn't exactly be on in like 60 years ago. I don't think. It is not something you spell. It is a gear shift. The letters stand for Parker versus new to drive it low. Oh, if you haven't, it's very rare. Oh, okay. I was just wondering because I've been feeding my roommate mushrooms. I really like mushrooms. I don't know. I hate vegetables, but big fan of pretty much any type. The only type of mushrooms that I don't really like are enokis. I think they're called golden mushrooms. Eat verde. Not doing that. I'm not really a big fan of enoki mushrooms, but any other mushrooms, big fan. And I have been feeding them to my roomie, so was kind of concerned. Grandpa. I wonder what my mom watched in her childhood.
I love corn.
What did our parents? No, I don't. What did our parents watch in their childhoods? I wonder. My mom told me that her earliest memory of playing games is she's only explained this to me, so I don't know how it works, but she told me that her and my grandmother, they would sit in front of the TV and they would play Mario with the remote control. And that was her very first exposure to games. And she has like vague memories of stuff like Doraemon, but that's about it. All the other shows she watched because I watched when I was a baby, so she knows, because you know you kind of have to like watch the shows with your kids. So okay, back Pepper. I think my life got taken over by Pure first. Then I was watching anime on YT. Yeah, I remember liking Pretty Hair so much that I could sing like the opening song to it. If you have a crustacean allergy, you're allergic to the muscle tropomyosin. Yeah, maybe that's the one. What is Doraemon? I never saw it. When I was young, it was mostly Pretty Cure, Pokemon, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Winx Club. What's the topic again? I was thinking about what type of shows our parents watched when they were young. Yeah, because I feel like in Japan it's a little bit different. Japan had anime a little bit older, right? So, like my roommate's mom, she really likes Pokemon. She likes Mario. She likes there's this other show called Ojamajo Doremi, which is really, really good, by the way. Oh, so good. Those type of shows, but I wonder what type of cartoons did they have back in the day? I didn't have cable as a kid. I didn't either. I could only watch like the basic shows. We had like one cartoon channel and that was it. Your parents watching like was that just the norm back then? Maybe were we the first television generation? Were we the first generation to really Looney Tunes? Yeah, that was an old one. Yeah. I don't know if my mom watched Looney. I think my mom watched like Crayon Shin-chan, and I don't know. She's like my mom is like. My mom is I think my mom is 60 this year. I think. I think she's 60, so 5 years younger than Tom. But yeah, I don't know. I always wonder like what they watched back in the day. Yeah, Looney Tunes. I love Doremi. I know Ojamajo Doremi is so good. I stand by the fact that Mahou Shoujo anime concepts were so much better back in the day than they are now, and it makes me kind of sad. Because back in the day we had Shugo Chara, Ojamajo Doremi, Tokyo Mew Mew. Wait, I'm gonna count Winx Club. Winx Club. There's one more. It's on the tip of my tongue. Did I say Shugo Chara? Shugo Chara. Ojamajo Doremi. And they all had different concepts, right? Like Ojamajo. Then they all had their own different worlds and their own different magic systems. Ojamajo Doremi specifically had like really good world building and like how the systems and Yumeiro Patsu. No, I feel like that's newer though. That's a little bit nearer, I think. Oh, Kachito Sakura. Thank you. Yes. Kachito Sakura. And they all have very different concepts, right? The concept of like, oh, Ojamajo Doremi, they're witches, they're training to be witches, they only can cast spells if they have like magic spears, there's an exam they have to take, blah blah blah. And then for Shugo Chara, it's like, oh, it's born of your heart, you gotta do. And then I feel like all of the shows recently are just either Precure stuff. Which, to be fair, Precure is a long-running series, right? So they basically stick with the same concept. They change it a little bit, like one time they're idols, I think now they're detectives. But the base concept is the same. They meet like a little pet and then they transform and that's about it. I still love Precure. I just wish there was a little bit more. I just wish there was a little bit more into the concepts that they're coming out with. But I feel like Mahou Shoujo, unfortunately, just isn't as popular of a genre now as it was back in the day, which I think is kind of sad. I aged 30 years hearing those names. I've not watched stuff like Doraemon and Shin-chan, but you love... Is National Geographic that old of a program? There is a comic where you can transform into animals? A comic where you can transform into animals? You're not talking about Tokyo Mew Mew, right? They kind of transform into animals, but not really. Transform into animals? Ooh, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, okay, Hannah, have a good night. Say dreams. Have fun at work. Have fun at a corporate job. Awesome, how of you? Welcome. How are you doing? Homework. Yeah, that do be the vibe. Okay, work. I'm gonna look up what year did Yume Ito Patissier come out? I could have sworn that this was a newer show. The manga debuted in 2008. Okay, when did Shugochara come out? 2007. Okay, so I'm wrong. Okay, they're the same generation. I think those two are the same generation, and then Ojamaja Doremi Mermaid Melody are the same generation. Because I think the two of those are 90s shows. I believe. The Tokyo reboot is kind of uninspired. I saw someone upload a transformation comparison of Mint in the reboot versus the original. Ugh, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. What do we think? Why do we think this happens? Why is it that whenever studios strive to do remakes, they just can't get it right? They could have just adapted the transformation as it was back then into modern day, and I don't know why. Is it because we're really harsh on reboots? More so because we have nostalgia for the original works? I wonder. I feel like reboots often fail more than they succeed. But yeah, I mean, did you guys see the Wings Club ones as well? The Wings Club, the new 3D transformations, and people were like comparing them to the original. It's not the vibe. Well, I mean, I guess the core of it is that the people who are working on the reboots are not the same people who worked on the original, so the vision is kind of different. But man, how do they fumble like that? Why aren't you telling us the big secret? The big secret of what? To be honest, the original solos were, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Some of them, they didn't age well, right? I get it. But I feel like for something like transformation sequences, like, come on. Like, come on. Come on. Please. You gotta do a little bit more. You gotta do a little bit more. The 3D is so ugly. I know, for the Wings Club ones. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, towards the end of the 2D Wings Club animation, they did kind of fall off a little bit because they started doing puppeting animation at some point, and it just didn't really look good, unfortunately. But I still think the 3D is so much worse. I'm assuming 3D is almost always like a... It's almost always like a cost-saving measure, right? There is yet to be... No, disagree! I think the skating scenes in Medalist is done so incredibly well. And that was using 3D. Love Live also started using 3D for their dance sequences somewhere around, was it Nichigasaki? I think those are pretty well done. Hoseki no Kuni was also pretty well done. I don't know, I feel like good 3D does exist. And I mean, Love and Deep Space is also 3D. Good 3D does exist. But I feel like the people who do 3D, often they don't pick 3D because they feel like it's the medium that they can best use to fulfill their vision. They just pick 3D because it's the cheapest. I think that's the problem. Cause yeah, using 3D for the skating in Medalist was amazing choice. Amazing choice. Oh, it was so good. I can't wait for the Medalist movie, but I gotta wait until next year. It's gonna be so good. Cause I mean they're having the an animation done in 3D in all its entirety. Well, Love in Deep Space. Short sequences, sure. Hoseki no Kuni. I don't know. I thought Hoseki no Kuni was done very well. They had very fluid. But I also think cause it came out a while back, right? Let me see when this came out. Hoseki no Kuni. Anime what year? 2017. Okay, so that's 15 years ago. Yeah, Hoseki no Kuni had really good animation for the year it came out in. Sure, it maybe doesn't compare 3D wise to maybe a 3D show that could be produced today, but for what they could do in 2017, Hoseki no Kuni I thought was really good. At the very least, it's proof that 3D animation can be done well if you do it with purpose and you don't do it just to save like some money. Dorohedoro, is the whole thing in 3D? Cause I think fading is referring specifically to... Cause I think most anime uses some part of 3D... Sorry, they use 3D for some parts of the episodes, but I think fading is talking about... There hasn't really been an anime that uses 3D entirely and no 2D at all that looks good. Oh, wait, but like, doesn't Disney and stuff use 3D for their animations? Like their movies? Right? Like stuff like Rapunzel is in 3D, right? Do you watch current anime? I'm not watching anything from this season yet, but I am looking forward to finally watch Sparks of Tomorrow when it comes out. No, not when it comes out, when it finishes up. Do you see Silver Palace? No! But yesterday, when I was doing my meet and greet at ANYC, there were so many people with Silver Palace bags. Wait, I'm gonna look it up. So many people who came up to me had like Silver Palace bags, and I just remember just looking at it and reading, and I was like, what is that? Hi, Riston, welcome! How are you doing? It's a game? Is it out? Oh, it says pre-register. Okay, so it's not out. It's what type of game? And is it 3D? I'm assuming it is. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, it does look pretty good. It's doing its third beta? Ooh. Okay. I don't know if the game itself will be my style, but it's a subsidiary of Happy Elements? What? Really? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, if it's Elements, I guess that makes sense. I don't think 3D is mostly used in Actually, wait, isn't oh, there's not so many guys? Ugh. Why? I just wanna know. I just wanna know. Ooh, it has detective gameplay? They get the follow I wanna do detective gameplay. I mean, there seems to be a couple of male characters. I'll take it. Man! I just wish they had more. I just wish most games were released with like a 50-50 cast instead of like a mainly female. Because I know most of them like add male characters later on. I just wish there was more from the start. It's an open world detective gacha. Detectives, I see. Will it require brain cells? Will I require at least some bit of critical thinking for this? I mean, it does look good though. Oh, it's Unreal Engine 5. Ooh. It's like 1 to 10 at least. Yeah, there's always just like not that many. Genshin, Genshin and Honkai are the only two I know that have like a really balanced cast, but not any of that. Oh, as long as you find the clues, it does sort. Okay, so it's not like Danganronpa. Or like what's the other one? Ace Attorney. So it's not like that. It's not like you're doing trials and stuff. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. I miss detective games like that. I miss the Danganronpa Ace Attorney style like deduction games. Those are actually also pretty uncommon now, huh? Oh no, but Professor Layton was it is getting another installment, I believe. I think that one is technically a deduction game. I think they want it to be more accessible in the main quest. I feel like they should have committed. I'm gonna be very upset if the detective elements are not that present. Cause I feel like cause see it's still listed as an open world action RPG. We have enough of those. I don't. Can we do something? Can we do something that's like, just a little bit different? I hope the detective part is like a big part of the game. Cause I don't think there's that many detective games. To be fair, I feel like good detective games are also really hard to make because you need a creator or you need a scenario writer who's really good at committing crimes. Or at least thinking about creative ways to commit crimes. How is it that how is it that Detective Conan has like 1,000 episodes, every single one of a different crime, and there has not been a single time where the way that the person is killed has ever overlapped? How did they do that? I feel like the person who writes it, I don't know if it's just one person who comes up with like the tricks and stuff like that, but they must be either super big brain or we should be very concerned. Because how do you come up with like 1,000 different ways to kill someone in hypothetical situations and never overlap your ideas even once? That is wild. Detective Conan is a wild show. Hi, Plant. Welcome back, y'all. If it were one person, I mean, I don't think it's still one person now. Okay, you know what? Let's Google it. Who thinks of the murder tricks in Detective Conan? I bet no episode where the murder is moles happening. I don't know. I've only seen like 200 episodes. Okay, so it does seem to say that it's the creator of the manga, but they often try to like recreate the tricks in real life just to make sure that they work before they put it in the show. That's actually really interesting. That is really interesting. I mean, to be fair, we're not saying that the tricks in Detective Conan are like entirely realistic, right? If you're actually trying to kill someone, but still, I do think because a lot of them can be recreated, and I think that's really cool. What have we been talking about? We've been talking about You sound so different today. What do you mean? Am I being baited? What was I talking about? What are we talking about? We're talking about Detective Conan, and before that I was talking about... We were talking about Silver Palace, and then I was saying how there's not enough new detective-related media, like Danganronpa or, the other one, Ace Attorney! And then I pivoted into Detective Conan, and I was saying how... Like, how was it possible for someone to think about, like, 1,000 different murder mysteries and, like, 1,000 different locked room mysteries and not overlap even once? Like, I feel like either it's, like, a large team or, like, we might need to be concerned. Have Have you watched and read wrong, Kamanashi? I don't like that, unfortunately. I know of its existence, and unfortunately I'm not a fan. Hologram, look. How are you doing? Has it gotten better? Is it good now? Listen, I love Akira Amano. Big fan of Akira Amano, but I don't know, like ever since Katekyo Hitman Reborn ended and she started Eldive, that was a little bit weird, and she started Ron, and like that's also kind of weird. I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't hit the same, and I'm starting to think that my love for Akira Amano's works is entirely nostalgia value, because I haven't been able to get into any of the series that she's released past what's it called? Past Kateku Hitman Reborn. I don't know, is it good? Should I keep going? I remember reading the manga when she first released it, just cause EL Dive had ended, right? And that's basically, I think, her next project after she did the character design for Psychopaths, and she also did the character design for Suicide Squad, which I thought was really cool. But anyway, and then EL Dive was weird. I feel like not a lot of people know about that one because it was weird. It was a weird manga. And then I see that a lot of people really like Ron. But I don't know. I think what happened is when you have a style that's so established and you have a work that's so famous, the character designs start to look a little bit off to me. Like I can't see them as any other characters. Is there any other show that has this problem? What else is like a super famous art style in like the anime world? Who else has like a super famous art style? Let me think. Oh, Dragon Ball. I guess that's, yeah, I guess. Okay, that's fair. Let's say, oh no, wait, no, we can't say that. I feel like the order passed already. Let's say what's like a modern, okay, what's everybody watching these days? Kimetsu no Yaiba. Let's say the author or the artist of Kimetsu no Yaiba were to make another series, right? With the same art style. I feel like because Kimetsu no Yaiba is so iconic for so many people and a lot of people like the characters, you would be unable to unsee them in the new series. That makes sense to me, because this is the problem I have with Ron and a little bit with EL Dive. I liked Katekyo Hitman Reborn so much, and it was such a big part of my life that I can't look at Ron and not just think that it's either Mukuro or Hibari. You know what I mean? Because they just kind of look the same. Because the character designs, for the most part, I feel like Akira Amano's character designs, they have same face syndrome a little bit. Ron looks basically the same as Hibari, and also Shinya from Psychopaths. Like they have the same vibe, and it's hard to watch Ron without just like thinking back to Katekyo Hitman Reborn and being like, wow, yeah, that was a great show. Like the protagonist for Ron looks so much like Tuna, and I can't. And I do understand that this is entirely a me problem. This is entirely a me problem. It's definitely not the fault of Akira Amano or the fault of Ron. Like, I'm sure Ron is a great show. It's just that just because of the designs and just because of the general, just because I know what her previous works were, I'm having a hard time getting into this new series because I feel like there's so much nostalgia linked with her old work that I love, that going to this new one, I'm just always gonna be comparing them. And this comparison is what made me not enjoy, because I just be watching Ron and be like, oh yeah, this person who like kind of looks like Hibari and they're kind of acting like Lambo and they're, you know, like I always have this comparison. I'm like, oh, it's not as good. It's gotta get him overboard. I think I'd be willing to give it another go though. Are the mysteries interesting? Because Akira Amano has never struck me as someone who really did a lot of mysteries. I feel like they mostly did shonens up to this point. I never had the impression that she wrote mysteries. Hello, character designs are very interesting. I agree, but I think for Akira Amano specifically, she just has a very distinct art style. Her designs themselves are good. I just think that her art style was just too. Her art style was just too iconic that it's really hard to unsee. Thank you to follow, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, do you guys remember EL Dive? Oh, that was weird. That was a weird show. But I think she has very good character ideas and character designs and art. When it comes to the manga, I think what happens is they do tend to get oversimplified when it gets into the anime. I think the original designs for EO Dive was really good. Hold on, let me. The only problem with EO Dive was that was it EO Dive? Sorry, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. It is EO Dive. Sorry, it's not EO Dive. Cause I really like her art style. I don't know. She designs. I think she designs some pretty good characters, but it's just I don't know what it is. I think I really just am like chasing the same high that I got when Katsugyo Hitman Reborn came out, and now that I'm never gonna get that again, I think I'm kind of like mourning it. Like I can't watch another one of her works until we get like the Katsugyo Hitman Reborn reboot, and then I'll think about it. She went with really now that I see this, she went with like really simple designs for Ron, which is I guess it's like a slice of life, right? It's not fantasy, so she went with like a simple design. Yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, she went for really simple designs for Ron. That is kind of surprising actually. Because I feel like one of the key parts of Katsugyo Hitman Reborn is just how many characters there were and how all of them look different. Chainsaw Man? Let me look up Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man characters. To be fair, I feel like most of the boring male main character designs do mostly come from isekais, not so much shonen. Because I feel like shonen has pretty varied designs. Especially in their protagonists, like the one from Hero Academia. And like, yeah, I guess Chainsaw Man. I think it's mostly when you come to like romance or like isekai, and then they all just kind of look the same. You've recently started watching Up There Diary. Do you like it? I do, but I'm not caught up yet. Yeah, okay, let's imagine JoJo, right? Let's imagine JoJo. People love JoJo. You're like a big fan of JoJo. You love the JoJo art style. And then, big fan, right? And then the creator puts out, I don't know, but they put out like a shoujo. Well, shoujo's the wrong word. They put out like a romance series with the same art style. And it's like, that's great. I'm sure, but at the same time, I kind of want it more JoJo. That's kind of the feeling I get. Like, it's not the fault of their new works at all. It's just more of like, oh, because you're the creator of JoJo, I kind of expected this series to be JoJo adjacent. But it's like a romance and everyone just kind of looks like JoJo characters and I don't really know how to feel about it because I can't unsee the JoJo. That's the same. Whenever I watch Ron, I can't unsee the Katekyo Hitman Reborn. I can't unsee it. It's just stuck in there. And so I can't watch the show with like no, I don't know if it's like biased. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a biased view, but I can't look at it with like a clean slate. I've only ever come across JoJo, but I've never watched it. I also have not watched JoJo. I did struggle a little bit with the art style, but also just like looking at the plot in general, I just don't know if it's something I would enjoy. Maybe in the past, but I feel like now I just don't watch a lot of action or anything anymore. Hi, Jeremy, welcome. How are you doing? No, see, that's the thing. I feel like it would still be peak. That's why I said I don't think Ron is a bad show. I just remember reading it when it first came out and then immediately not feeling the high of what I felt when I read Katekyo Hitman Reborn. So I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess this is like not really for me. But that's not the fault of the manga, it's just the fault of me comparing it to my nostalgia. So I can't say for sure, because a lot of people seem to like Ron. I think it's just me. Did you watch Supernatural? No! What is that? I hear about JoJo a lot, but I'm not inclined to watch it. Yeah. Sometimes I think when people say like this is like the best anime, or like this anime is the I don't know. Yeah, I guess the best anime. They do kind of tend to forget that people also just have preferences. And that even if the anime you can say is objectively just really, really good and really high quality, if it's not in a genre I enjoy, then I just won't like it still. Cause I know a lot of people say this about Cowboy Bebop. I've heard a lot of good things about that anime and how good it is, and like, yeah, I'm sure. I am so sure that it is so good, but unfortunately it's just not a genre I like, and I just don't think I would enjoy it. Like I'm not the target audience. Inept villainous, really? Recommending a villainous to Seion Aera? That is a choice. Oh, this one! Someone recommended this last time. This is the one that's currently showing on Netflix, right? I know this one, but it's not. Is it complete? This one and Sparks of Tomorrow, I'm waiting for them to be complete before I like give it a go. Is it complete yet? Hold on, let me look at my Netflix. Prime Jensen Eccles. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's a name of a person. Ah, okay. How do you do with comedy? Saiki Kuso. During my meet and greet yesterday, someone who was cosplaying Saiki Kuso came up to me. Oh, I was so happy. I was like, oh my goodness, Saiki Kuso! And they're like, yeah! Saiki Kuso is one of my favorite ones. Oh, there it is, Inept Villainous. It currently has 8 episodes. Okay, can you guys remind me in 3 weeks? I will watch this in 3 weeks. When it's complete. Saiki Kuso was so good. Oh my goodness, it's one of my it's definitely one of my comfort comedy animes. You know, there's a lot of animes where they say it's comedy or they say it's funny, and sure it's funny, but you don't like laugh, haha. You just kind of look at it. It's like, yeah, it's funny. Saiki Kuso was like one of the first animes to make me laugh out loud, like out loud laughing. This doesn't happen a lot. No, some of the episode. Wait, no, I don't wanna. Cause if I watch it all in one go, if I finally find a motivation to watch it all in one go, then I'm gonna lose the motivation to like watch more. Cause I'll be like, well, I guess that's it. What would she watch? Inept Villainous and Sparks of Tomorrow is currently the ones I've been recommended. Aho Girl. Oh, another one that this was back when I was younger. And I can say it probably has not aged all that well, like some of the jokes, but Baka to Testo Shokanju is really good. It's really good. That one was a good time. That one was a good time. There's one isekai. To be fair, I don't like any. I can wait. Let me do the opposite. Can I name one isekai that I like? Saga of Tanya the Evil was okay. I used to look up. How are you doing? It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was inspired. At the very least, it was inspired, I think. I mean, see, the thing is, I don't know if I would like Baka to Test today. But when I watched it in, I believe, either middle school or high school, I really, really liked it. I will look that up, though. My bride is amazing. Okay, I'm seeing pretty sus imagery fading. Are we good? Are we good, my dude? You rated higher? Really? Okay, okay. Try watching it today and see you like it. Villainous or sorry, what were you talking about? Villainous or you the one fading recommended? When have I led you astray? I don't know. I don't think I've watched any of your recommendations yet. Oh, yeah. Okay. No. It's okay. It's okay. I will look it up. Yeah, Baka does. I still remember everything about it. But see, but it's not a fair comparison because there's nostalgia value, so naturally I would rate it like a little bit higher, I guess. Oh, like an anime community night? We should do that. It's been a while. Let me look at my schedule real quick. See, the problem with these is that the people normally who like share the animes is Slaypoi, not me. The last time I wanted to showcase an anime, we did Medalist. I don't know what I want to showcase now though. My god, it's really good if I never ever think about watching it again and actually thinking about what's going on. Yeah. I think I feel like they had a couple of solid jokes. But I think like most dated animes, they do fall into like some of the what's it called? Like the what would you call it? I guess like fan servicey comedy, which I think I wouldn't enjoy as much. And I think that's what I really like about Saikikuzo. It's just funny. There's also Gintama, but I don't know. Do I count Gintama as comedy? Or would I count it as shonen? We watched The Girl Who's a Pet. Yeah, we watched Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. We also watched the one where she says Salamat Pagi. Nichijou! We also watched Nichijou. That was also a thing. Bochi the Rock, yeah. Was there a lot of fan service art? Yeah, there was. With Hibeji, I think that's her name. Particularly, there was quite a bit. And there was like there was like a couple of jokes that I don't think I would enjoy all that much now. But yeah, I think that is about it. I have to catch up with Gekkan. Yeah, I haven't read Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun in a long time. Was it anime recommendations? No, I was just talking about the animes that we had watched previously on like community nights, and people were asking what I would want. Well, actually, what I would want everyone to watch if we were to do community night now is Chikawa, clearly. Clearly. But I wonder what else. Yeah, see, the problem with Chikawa is that I talked about it in Discord a little bit earlier, but we're coming up at an arc that I don't want to rewatch. We're coming heavy watch. Yeah, that was the other one that was suggested. I'm gonna watch that in Sparks of Tomorrow when it finishes. So remind me in 3 weeks. There's an arc coming up in Chikawa that I don't want to rewatch. That's why I haven't resumed the Chikawa watch party, because I know the arc is coming and I don't want to rewatch it. So you guys can watch all of season 1 on your own, and then we'll come back for season 2. But yeah, Ollie, in general, I don't really watch isekais or like villainous related stuff or like reincarnation or anything like that. I'm only watching Inet Vinless because someone who also doesn't like isekais has said that it's good. Is Sayoki a Villainous Revenge? Yeah, I don't really like those either. I've tried like a couple of like quote unquote villainous stuff, and it's also not really the vibe. I will Google it though. Have a good week. Anything that has a title that's way too long, I'm just like, okay, I see what's going on here. Let me Google it. Okay, it's a fantasy series. Oh, Inept Villains is not an isekai. Okay. sorry, I'm trying to find villainous drama, fantasy, magic. Okay. Let me look at the images. Is it very... Okay, it's not very fan servicey. Yeah, it looks pretty okay. Maybe it's just the title that's weird. Yeah, it looks okay-ish. Maybe I'll give this one a go. We'll see. Is it like a power fantasy? Or like, is it one of those where like the main character is like super smart for no reason? No? Okay. Okay. Wait, are you talking about In-App Villainous, or are you talking about a Live It Ladies Guide to I can't even say it. A Cat and the Dragon. I think my just general problem with isekais is that it's honestly kind of the Cat and the Dragon was kind of cute actually. No. Okay, that actually looks kind of cute. Interesting. Okay. This looks cute. It's a little bit of the same problem with it's a little bit of the same problem that I feel current books have. Now, I don't read a lot of books, but when I work, I like to watch long videos to get me through work. So sometimes I like watching like 2-hour book reviews where a person will just like read a book and then like kind of like talk about it. It's like a thing now that I kind of like to enjoy. And I feel like the problems that I have with both of those kind of overlap in a way that I feel like a lot of new stuff like romance books, I guess, and isekais and villainous, I feel like all of them can be reduced to tropes, and I don't really like it. You know, it's like when you try to like ask, okay, so describe to me this anime. Okay, this anime is villainous, it's a revenge story, and it's a power fantasy. I feel like if you can like really cleanly name off tropes like that, then I feel like there's really no point in me watching it because I already know what's gonna happen. It's kind of like that, and I know it's like that for a reason. I know it's like that for a reason because tropes sell, right? People watch a specific genre for a specific trope. Like, for example, if you watch a shoujo manga, or if you read a shoujo manga, you know that there's going to be a misunderstanding arc, there's going to be a school trip arc, that's going to be an arc where, like, a girly comes in, and then there's, like, jealousy, and there's going to be an arc, you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of know what is going to happen, and at some point they just all kind of blend together. Like in a revenge fantasy, I know that she's gonna get revenge. And yeah. And then I just kind of lose interest in it, I guess. I just don't like it when things are tropes. For me, a really good sign of an anime that I feel like is unique is when I can't explain it to other people. For example, I don't know how to explain what type of anime which hat Atelier is. Like, if you ask me to compare it to something, I don't know what I will compare it to. If you ask me what genre it is, I would say it's fantasy. And I think that's one of the good things that a lot of people like about Frieren as well. Because they don't do a lot of the trope things, right? Like, for all intents and purposes, Frieren as well has a really, really unique way of storytelling, and it has a really unique story. So, I feel like the types of animes that don't hit the plots, reincarnation, dungeon, villainous, revenge, power fantasy, enemies to lovers, you know, like those that don't go out of their way to classify their stories to fulfill certain tropes are the ones that I enjoy. I don't know if that kind of makes sense. I enjoy warbiting, me too! I like to go to YouTube and watch some people get drunk while watching movies and commentating. I've recently just been into watching like reviews of books that are both good and not good, because normally it's like a 2-hour video and then they just kind of like talk about the book. And then I can feel like I read the book without knowing actually what's in the book. I do think it's more of like a marketing thing though, because I think back in the day they didn't have that much of a problem, but now maybe talk about books in particular. I don't know how it's really like with like anime or like manga, but I would assume it's the same thing, right? Because they're both like literally media. I feel like when you pitch it to like a publisher, they will ask you to tell them to like summarize your book in a couple words, right? And then you'd have to be like, this is a enemies to lovers, power fantasy, villainous, revenge story. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. And then it gives them a grasp of your book. But I also feel like if you can so easily summarize your work in like so many different tropes, then it's also like not really that inspired. At least it just keeps kind of blending into one. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But that's definitely a reason that I don't really give isekais a try anymore, because I feel like if you classify yourself within the isekai genre, then there's a couple of tropes I can't expect, and I don't really like that type of tropes. So yeah, it's just not really my vibe. No, it's not about being original. Of course everything's been done, but it's more so if you can so easily describe your book with, not a book, but if you can so easily describe your work with a single trope, then I know that you were thinking of that trope when you wrote it. So if you describe this romance as enemies to lovers, and then I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, okay, so okay, they're enemies now, but they're gonna fall in love later. Then what's the point? Why am I reading it? Like, I already know what's gonna happen, and it's the same thing if you say, oh, this is like a revenge fantasy. This is a revenge fantasy this is a revenge fantasy power fantasy. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so she gets revenge and she's really strong, okay. Like, you have to have like really, really strong characters then in order to like carry me through a plot where I already know what happens. And I feel like, unfortunately, for most of the isekai slop, they really just don't have strong characters to really like carry them through. Yeah, I just really like things that you can't really explain. Or like you can't really compare to other things. Cause it's like, oh, that's an interesting concept. Like, it doesn't mean, like, let's say shonen animes, right? Like, there's a million shonen animes. But, I have not seen Chainsaw Man. And I've not seen Jujutsu Kaisen, but from what I've heard of the concepts, they're all pretty interesting. Promise, oh my goodness, Promise Neverland. I will never stop. I will never stop mourning what could have been for Promise Neverland. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Oh, what happened? If you know, you know. I think Amnesia is like, yeah, the Amnesia anime is slightly. I mean, I would just kind of explain it as like an ultimate romance, but that's because it's just directly ported from an OCB game, I guess. I started an anime yesterday. It had beautiful art and soft colors. They were amazing as well. So what was it? Escape from Death Shot. What was the name? Hi, Q. Welcome. How are you doing? How was your stream? Did you have a good time? Let's see if I can beat the mods. Do you play Mahjong? I do. Were you playing? Yep. Mahjong. Everyone's been requesting and everyone's been talking about the Mahjong. I don't know if I want to hop back into Mahjong. By the way, I can't. I could have sworn that I tried all of my email addresses for my account, and no, I can't find it anymore. I think I really did lose my account, which is unfortunate. I used to be able to log in with my email. I think someone told me that they changed the way that they handle logins, and now you have to like message customer support to get your account back. I don't know if it's worth doing that, honestly. You lost your Mahjong? Yeah, I think they have a Yostar. Yeah, I think they like changed some things. And previously I think I was either logged in with like my Apple ID or something like that. And then I didn't know that they changed it, and then when I tried to log in again for like a Mahjong Soul stream that we tried to do, I couldn't get in. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I could message him. I just don't remember what I used, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. I had like no cosmetics on that account anyway. But welcome. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome. My name is Seion Aera. I'm a celestial idol VTuber, and today we're yapping. And yes, I do play mahjong. It has been requested. Should we play mahjong? I feel like every once in a while we get requests to play mahjong. And we should do a community night where we just do mahjong. That could be a pretty good time. I would hate to start over. For me, it was kind of sad because I had ranked up pretty high in both. Both 3 and 4. I ranked up pretty high, but I guess that's fine. It wasn't like a game I was actively playing, so it's okay. I guess it's just kind of sad that I don't have my super cool ranking there anymore. It's okay. So now I can just now I can lie to people and just say that I'm a beginner. Normally I'd be sleeping at this time. Go to bed. But yeah, I probably have to go to sleep too, unfortunately. I do believe I will have to go to bed as well. Yeah, I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, and I'm kind of tired, and the pain in my ear is kind of coming back, so I am unfortunately going to have to eat and drink my medicine. But it's okay. We can hang out for just a little bit longer with the readers. But yeah, Lyra, I saw that you re-downloaded Mahjong Souls. Reading chat is a complete new, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, I'm like a complete beginner. I don't know how to play this game. Do I just press run when it comes up? I deleted it again. Oh, okay, that was quick. That was quick. That's how it is with Mahjong Souls. I got Yakuman 6 discard in fair. I would also uninstall. Man, I miss the days where I feel like on stream I often play. Well, no, on stream I play pretty dangerously. I just wish I could get at least one really, really cool hand on stream. Wait, as in there's a new Mahjong Souls version on Steam? Oh, I think we talked about this. I have a vague I have a vague memory. Yeah, I have a vague memory of that being a thing. Oh, you're talking about something else. Oh, okay. But yeah, see, this is the same for Archetypes. I hate it when games just change their login methods, honestly. Without telling you, and then they just delete your account. Hello? Please? Remember that one time you were stuck with me for 1 hour because I was the parent? Yeah, I remember that! We were so tired, and then there was people in the queue waiting to join the next game, but the next game never came! The next game never came. We were just sitting there! Menacingly! Good times. I do miss Mahjong. It's just yeah, because Mahjong is just a fun game to play, right? Just, casually. You know, ruins friendships. Pretty good time. Welcome back from ads. You have to throw after the 1 hour mark. Oh, it was good. Memories. Okay, I do think I should probably... Can I pre-register for the next Apex queue? Should we make it a donathon goal? If we make it, then I have to play Apex Legends. I don't know. I feel like that is Wait, is there a... Sorry, is there a Nintendo Direct today? Sorry, I'm seeing announcements and I was like, huh. Welcome back! Ew, Apex. No, we were just talking about Mahjong and how I kind of missed the game, but I'm also kind of lazy to go get my account back. To be fair, I could probably just make a new account and we'll just play there. How much money would someone need to pay you to play Tarkov? Let me look that up. What is this? Is it like PUBG? But not? Is it? First person extraction shooter. What is an extraction shooter? Let's start there. What is an extraction shooter? I have heard of Ricci City, but considering how much we've played Mahjong Souls, I do feel like going to Ricci City would be cheating. What is an extraction shooter? So it's not like Apex Legends? By the way, the reason Fading is suggesting Apex Legends because I used to, in like my first year of debut, I used to play Apex Legends for like 2 hours straight on. For like 5 days a week, 6 hours a stream. It's when you go into a map to do task and loot and you have to extract with say loot. I think Apex is still, yeah, in Japan definitely. I'm not too sure about overseas though. Same was not a VTuber. What are the chances of you becoming the auntie that Kashi wins big in Mahjong? My grandmother is she's a big Mahjong player. Sometimes if we manage to get the family together, we always play. But my grandmother is a very, very sore loser. She's both a sore loser and a sore winner. So whenever I play with her, yeah, I don't know. I feel like whenever I win, she's not very happy with me. But I think I'm kind of sorta. I'm not good. But I think I'm average. I don't know if I could win, but I can win against my grandmother. And my grandmother plays for money. But yeah, she doesn't play Ricci Mahjong. This one is no, and she's also really, really superstitious. There was one time, sometimes we bring my dog, alright, over to my grandmother's house when we play Mahjong. And then there was one time my mom put the dog on her lap to play the Mahjong. And then she won that round. And then ever since then, my grandmother has never allowed my mom to bring the dog. She's like, no! If we're playing Mahjong, you cannot bring the dog because the dog is blessing you with good fortune. And if you bring the dog, you will win. And my mom is like, what are you talking about? And she also had this thing that is like, if me and my mom are playing, we have to sit opposite each other. She's like, no, you guys cannot sit next to each other because you're family and you're in cahoots. You're in cahoots. And then we had to like sit opposite each other on the table. She was just really, really suspicious when it came to dogs being good luck and feng shui. Yeah, exactly. My grandmother believes in like feng shui and stuff like that, so she makes these connections. Is she not family? I don't know. I guess she just thinks that me and my mom were like in cahoots and like I would feed her the good tiles and stuff like that, and then yeah, her Mahjong game is apparently it's like that when she's playing with her friends as well. They're just like really concerned about stuff like that, which is interesting. But I guess when there's like big money involved, you know, when there's big money involved. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if they like really bet big money. With us, normally for a game we pay like maybe $10. We do like $10 for a game, and that's kind of all we do. I'm not sure if she plays more with her friends though. But yeah, she's very, very competitive. I don't know, play Mahjong, no one taught me. I think it was my mom who taught me when I was younger, but that's also because my grandmother was just really into it, and whenever we had like gatherings as a family, the adults would always be playing Mahjong. Hi Kariwaka! The adults would always be playing Mahjong, and then children would always watch, right? The children would always watch, and then we would kind of be like, when do we get to play? When do we get to play? And then eventually when I was old enough for them to teach me Mahjong, I was really happy. But then if you think my grandmother wouldn't steal $10 from a child, you're wrong. If you think my grandmother wouldn't obliterate like a 7-year-old child for 10 cents, you're wrong. No mercy. If you're at the table, no mercy. She will destroy you. Or if or if she gets destroyed, she'll start to be like, it must be beginner's luck. It's because you are this astrology sign. What am I? I'm an Aries. It's because you're an Aries and you're sitting in the West. And she'll start coming up with these things. I'm like, okay, you know that one meme? Okay, grandmother, let's get you to bed. It is that meme. That is the exact vibe. Oh, I love my grandmother. I miss her. I'll probably go home sometimes in like maybe 2 months. I don't know. I was kind of thinking of going back in October. I haven't played Mahjong with her in a long time. But to be fair, I think a lot of my family haven't as well, just because she is a sore loser. She's a little bit of a sore loser. If she loses multiple matches, she tends to be like, today's like a bad day. Everybody go home. And everyone's like, okay. I love my grandmother though. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna do for today. I do have to fix my sleep schedule. The ear pain is also starting up again, so I have to eat and have my medication. That's all we'll do for today, but our next stream is going to be on Wednesday. Did I schedule karaoke or did I schedule something else for it? What did I schedule? I scheduled karaoke for Wednesday? Yeah, oh, I see. I made the thing wrong. I scheduled karaoke. Okay. Okay, I see it. I scheduled karaoke, so we'll be doing karaoke on Wednesday, and then Miss will be on Thursday and Sunday. Let me correct the text. My brain is small. I'm sorry. The caviar. I will. Get ready to sing Omapi Dentist. I will. I love my Omapi songs. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for today. I will see you guys again. The channel I'm about to raid has bell pepper in it. Yes. Haley's there too. Very huge. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for today. Those of you gonna sleep, good night. Have a good... I spelled that wrong. Have a good night. Those of you not, have a good rest of your day. And I will see you guys again next time. Good night, Nebulites. Ta-da.